office delivery in selected areas of Fort Wayne. The same price as in the store, but delivered to your door. Visit Peerless Cleaners online and click on the home delivery button to apply. One of their customer service representatives will review your application to determine if you are in the designated area, what day they will be in your area, and explain how everything works. Peerless Cleaners, the official cleaning service of your Fort Wayne Comets.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask Jacob Insurance Services in Angola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in providing hand protection for everyone. Every day, every job, every season. Their product line includes a full range of performance leathers, utility, grippers, and line gloves, as well as a large assortment of garden gloves and accessories. Don't forget about the kids. Midwest Gloves and Gear partners with the top licenses to provide a full line of gloves and gear for the garden and also for cold weather. They've got Paw Patrol, Peppa Pig, and PJ Masks. When you need hand protection, think Midwest Gloves and Gear. Chillicothe, Missouri. Every day, every job, every season for over 60 years.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 38th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2026 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2026 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
Hey, I'm Aiden Dufort with the Indiana Tech men's hockey team, and you're listening to Comets Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
Back live here at the Coliseum in the All-American Stores broadcast booth. Shane Albarani and Fred Bean with you here tonight. And Fred, well, we had a little bit of a break there, a chance to rest up and get ready for the stretch run here. Well, starting tonight, we got 18 games left. We started off with the Heartlanders. Again, a team with not much to play for. Literally, they are in last place, and then they announced that they have decided to cease operations at least for a year. So this will be their first game since that announcement. They were also off for 9 days. So this is an interesting dynamic that Iowa is coming in with here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can try to see if both teams can remember how to play hockey after such a long break, all that. But this is a dangerous team, like you said. They play it's the lowest scoring team. It reminds me a lot of Indy, very low scoring. They play a tight defense. They take away your space, and that tends to give the Comets a lot of trouble. They are on a bit of a roll. The last 9 games, they're 6-2-1. So just like the Comets, they're coming in feeling pretty good. Their last game, they got shut out by Toledo, but we'll see who they've retooled a little bit. They got a couple of new bodies in there. People that are stepping up. Max Patterson, a Fort Wayne guy, he started with us. He's really been coming on lately. In the last 12 games, he's got 4 goals, 4 assists. And then they just signed in February the 13th, Dylan Massey. And in the 5 games he's played, he's got 2 goals, 2 assists. So a little bit of a shot in the arm for them. We'll see how it goes. But I'd like to see the Comets come out of the gate roaring. Those first 10 minutes have given us trouble here at home. Hopefully we've gotten rid of that. The last couple of games, they looked a lot better. So we'll see how they start off.
Our first source bank, first puck drop gets us going here in the first period. Again, Nathaniel Day and Riley Mercer, they are our starting goaltenders here for tonight's game. Our game time temp being presented by 21 Alive's First Alert Weather. 35 degrees and cloudy outside here at the Coliseum. So hockey weather is officially back. And we have got a face-off between Austin Magera. He is going to take the drop with former Comet Max Patterson. And we are underway here at the Coliseum on this Wednesday night. And here is Dufour quickly threading the puck over to the right side to McGarrett. He'll backhand it below the goal line. Dufour gives the tap, goes over to Matthew Brown. Brown along the far side, trying to collect it, goes out in front of the net, and it's picked up by the Heartlanders. Now the Comets jam it back along the near side, and Dufour trying to get it to McGarrett. McGarrett top of the circle, goes down into the corner, goes up along the near side. McGarrett comes up to the blue line, gives it a tap, knocked away to the blue line to Reese, and Reese will send it down below the goal line here in the Iowa zone. To the left side, and it's going to be the Heartlanders getting it up along the wall. It's going to go back down to Nathan Day. Day will stop it. He's going to hand it off to Jalen Schmerich. Schmerich will feed it forward over to Kirill Tatayev. He'll take it up along the wall. It's going to go up along that far side now to the blue line, and now it's going to be pushed back to neutral territory. The Comets have got it. We're going to come across the line here. Tatayev on the right side. Stick handling, takes a backhander, and a save made by Mercer.
Good opening shifts for the Comets so far. Getting more zone play. When your opposition doesn't get past the red line, that's a good sign. So let's hope they can continue that as they work through the lines here early.
Face off to the left of Mercer, just underway here at the Coliseum. No score. And Blake Murray will take the face-off. Blake Murray also has been hot, looking for his 20th goal of the campaign here tonight. He's got 19 as Tyson Feist has got the puck for the Comets down in the Comet zone. He twirls it over to Alex Aliardi. It's going to come up to center ice, and the Heartlanders now will pick it up. They'll come across the line. Comets trying to back check there. It goes along the far side. That's Jackson Nelson for the Heartlanders, and now it's tied up on the far side. Comets come away with it. It's going to be kicked up along the wall. Aliardi can't get to it, and that is going to be an icing call, and that is our first Auto Owners Insurance icing call here tonight, and the face-off down in the Comet zone.
Well, passing obviously so important all the time, so breaking out of that zone. Close D-to-D pass, which handcuffed his partner, try to throw it up the boards, and Aliardi unable to catch it on his stick. Had to twist his body to it. That led to an inadvertent pass through the neutral zone, got intercepted. So just a rough start to the opening of this shift. Let's see if they can get things smoothed out and break it out of the zone with some good passes.
Face off to the right of Nathan Day. And Murray wins it cleanly back in the corner. He'll kick it off the glass and out of the blue line. Comets give it a tap, and now right back into neutral territory. Heartlanders with it. They'll throw it into the Comet zone. It's going to be whisked to the near side. Feist trying to pick it up. He's pinned up against the end wall. Now behind the net. Comets get a stick on it. That's Josh Grohl. Grohl on the far side takes a hit as he's going to get it to Murray. Murray will get it into the Heartlanders zone as Josh Grohl. He's got 8 points against the Heartlanders this season in 4 games. As Capone plays the puck on the near side. There is Grohl. Now Grohl on the dot takes a shot. That's deflected. It's going to rattle around to the far side. Capone will pick it up. He'll go down below the goal line. Now he gets it to Grohl. Grohl behind the net. He kicks it back to Capone. Now it's wheeled up top. There is Reese Harsh now on the right side off the leg of Capone. And now down below the goal line. Jaden Grube will spin it back up top to Harsh. Harsh in the high slot. Kicks it onto the right side to Capone. Capone up along the wall. Here's Harsh with a drive. That's going to go high above the crossbar. And back to the far side. Capone to the blue line. His shot blocked, and now tipped to the right wing, and now the Heartlanders send it down. Length of the ice goes off the end wall. Nathan Day will give it a stab. Now it's worked to the far side. Now up along the wall. Comets can't get to it. Now it comes back to the Heartlanders on the left side. Goes off a stick and back into the Comet zone. Nathan Day will spin it to the far side. Stonehouse trying to pick it up. Goes up along the wall. Backhanded back up along the wall. Now it's going to be back to the near side. And the Comets get it free. It's going to be Trevor Janicki. Janicki pushes it up along the wall. Gets checked down off the play. Goes down into the Heartlander zone. And we get a whistle. And that's going to be an icing on the Comets. So down we go again with a drop in the Fort Wayne zone. No score here tonight at the Coliseum.
Yeah, he talked about Grohl getting 4 goals. He leads the Comets in scoring against Iowa. So he should be excited to play tonight. You like to play the teams more often if you can when you're hot against them. So hopefully that continues.
Last time he played here at the Coliseum, 7-2 Comets. And the Comets swept the Heartlanders out in Iowa back in October. As the puck is dropped, stretch pass to the blue line, intercepted by the Heartlanders. They'll go to the far side. A shot save made there by Day. He'll collect it, and he'll get a whistle. That was Ryan McGuire picking up that as Schmerich was trying to clear the puck, and unfortunately it hit a Heartlander right at the blue line. They were able to keep that alive and get their first shot on net here tonight.
Yeah, by using the boards as a pass, they bounce it off the boards, come out in front to McGuire. McGuire taking the shot, but he was sealed off on his left side by a defender, and Dave squared up on him, made the easy save, got the face off.
Here's Schmerich, backhands it around the near side. It's going to come along the wall. Komets will pick it up. Pass ahead, Dufour on the right side. And his pass is trying to go back to McGarrett, but that was broken up by Kester. And now to the blue line. Schmerich, right side. Reese coming in, a shot. Score! Harrison Reese.
What a beautiful tip pass to McGarrett on that one. That was just too easy for him. What a beautiful deception move to make the Therese to just place that right in front. Nice easy tap in. Beautiful teamwork.
25th of the season for Austin McGarrett. 48th point as Harrison Reese missed 5 weeks due to injury. Glad he is back in the lineup. One of the steadiest defensemen the Komets have had all season, and that time he shows his passing prowess. Put it right on the tape of McGarrett. And like you said, Fred, easy tap in, and the Komets get the first goal of the night. So it's 1-0 Komets here. We got 16:20 to go in the first, as now the Heartlanders come down and try to answer. To the right side we go, and it's going to go up along the wall. They got a man in front of the net. A shot and a save made by Nathan Day. And that was back below the goal line here. And back to the right side. Heartlanders.
Yeah, Colte got an awful lot of room right there in the middle of the slot. Dangerous shot.
Yeah, he cut right to the nets. And the puck now dribbles right there up top of the blue line. Eliardi gets a stick on it. And now we get it back out to center ice. 191 goals scored for the Komets this year. That's the most in the Central Division. Here's a shot that goes above the crossbar. And the Komets now will pick it up. The left side. Up along the wall. It's going to be dangled below the goal line. Back to the far side and up along the wall. Heartlander still with the puck. A shot. That's blocked. And that is going to get into the corner. And actually that caught the safety netting. So we will get a whistle and a face-off coming up in the Comet zone. That was Johnny Sorensen taking that shot.
Yeah, at the time, real close to getting a penalty on that one. Just trying to take his man up against the board, and the man ended up shifting on him and had his leg back. So, you know, you could have had a slew foot, you could have had a trip on it, but he was able to pull back just in time. So, and then no call on it, but one of those ones he wasn't trying to do it, but almost ended up in a box for it.
Face off to the left of Day. Here's the drop. Kicked up top to the blue line. And held in by the Heartlanders. And now they'll cycle along the near side. It goes down to Capone. Or that's Grube. And now they got a man back out in front. And the Komets here got to tighten up here. The puck is rattling around. It goes along the near side. And up along the wall, the Komets will get it. It's Grube out to center ice to Grohl. Grohl coming across the line. Takes it to Grube. In front. Shot. Save made by Mercer. Grube got loose, hit the backhander, but Mercer makes the save. Out of the far side, we're going to push it up along the wall. And Reese Harsh has got it with a lot of room. Stretches it over to McFall. Pass too far out in front of him. And it's chopped to the far side. Grohl down into the corner. And now the Heartlanders pick it back up. And now along the left side. Pass comes ahead. Grohl almost got a stick on it, but the Heartlanders still have it. Comes out to center ice. Tipped now into Comet territory. Behind the nets, the Komets have got the puck. Here's Harrison Reese bringing it forward. He'll go on the left side. Here's Trevor Janicki. Janicki coming across the line. He'll bounce it off the wall. It's going to go down into the corner and back along the far boards. Heartlanders pick it up. Kester stretches it ahead. Now it's going to go off the skate of the linesman. Still into Comet territory. Now Janicki will backhand it, but it was knocked down by a Heartlander. That was Coughlin who knocked it down, and it goes into the Comet zone. Up along the near side, Komets will backhand it all the way down, and it goes into the Heartlanders zone. Back along the left side, here's Coughlin. It gets crowded there by Stonehouse. Miller takes it away. Miller right side, taking a shot, and a save made by Mercer. Got it off the left leg And Matt Miller still looking for his first goal at home as a Fort Wayne Comet. Now Miller has got the puck, turns the corner with it, trying to get it to Janicki. Janicki on the left side, can't get to it. And the Heartlanders pick it up off a stick. And now rolling freely into the Comet zone. It's Tyson Feist. 1-0 Comets here in the first period as the puck goes behind the nets. Here's Drew Krebs to the far side. Comets now try and break it out again. It's Feist. Long pass, tapped ahead. Now the Comets coming across the line. Matthew Brown trying to track after it. Goes back along the wall. Can't get to it. Now the Heartlanders get it back out to center ice. And it's worked into Comet territory. There goes Krebs. Krebs along the far side. Now it's tipped back to Jerry Leon. They got a man here. Shot. Oh, it was fanned on. Another shot there by Jerry Leon. And it's blocked. And here's Dufour. Dufour racing ahead. Gets it into Heartlander territory. His pass goes back to Brown, but it was broken up. And now the Heartlanders trying to turn it back. They'll come across the line. Left side, Jerry Leon. His shot was blocked. Picks it back up. Comes up top of the circle. All the way on the left side. Curls it back into the corner. And the Comets get a stick on it, but not out. Second effort gets it to the blue line, but held in. There's a shot wide of the net. Now put back on Day. Day will knock it down, but the net has become dislodged. So we will get a whistle with 12:20 to go here in the first period. Ace Radiator shots on goal tonight. 5-2 in favor of the Comets, and the Comets lead this one 1-0.
Yeah, Dufour had a breakaway going. He actually was beating his man. He was well ahead, and unfortunately for him, a guy came off of the bench and joined the play and was able to get in front of him. Cote was the one coming off the bench, so just bad luck for Dufour on that. But you saw a couple of different scoring opportunities. Miller taking advantage of a fake, trying to go in front. That opened up some space, but he just couldn't get it high enough over the pad.
Right side, Dufour at the Comet blue line. Goes off the stick of Brown and down into the Heartlanders zone. Heartlanders will move it ahead back into the Comet end. Goes off the end wall. There goes Jalen Schmerich. Schmerich behind that, back on the left side. Pass comes ahead. Here's Stonehouse. We'll get it to the right side. Harrison Reese now to Aliardi, trying to get it back to Reese as he was cut into the net. And now it's coming back out into the Comet zone. Rimmed all the way down behind the net. Nathan Day will play it. He'll get it over to Jalen Schmerich. Taps it ahead. It's going to go to Aliardi. And Aliardi moves along the right side. Coming across the line. Aliardi with a move sends it back. Oh, and we could not connect. That was Tatayev Aliardi was trying to go back to. And now back along the far side, and the Heartlanders go in the corner. Here's a shot, and that's going to be pushed wide now onto the right side. Stonehouse with it again. Moves it forward. Oh, that's Murray. Murray to Tatayev. Coming across the line, and now backhand into the Comet zone to Murray. Murray going to go behind the net. Got it taken away. And the Heartlanders will clear the zone. All the way down. Tyson Feist has got it. Has got Leon Coughlin on it. Goes back below the goal line. Now it goes off a skate. Now behind the net. Heartlanders with it. Shots in front. And a save made by Day. We got a scramble. And Nathan Day has collected it. And he will get a whistle. And we have got a timeout. So we're going to go to the All-American Stores bathroom break. 1-0 Comets. 10:49 to go first period. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
Regular checkups and screenings are important to be healthy now and to stay well in the future. With same-day appointments and online scheduling, it's easy to make an appointment with Lutheran Health Physicians Primary Care. You can even see us from the comfort of your home with a telehealth visit. Make your appointment at LutheranHealthPhysicians.com and face your future with confidence. That's LutheranHealthPhysicians.com.
Sounds like it's time to call Hayes & Sons. Fire, floods, mold, and other disruptive events can wreak havoc on your home or business. That's when the Hayes & Sons team goes into action. We've got your back. From assessing the damage and taking immediate steps to secure your home, to working with your insurance to ease the pain, and from restoring contents to repairing and rebuilding, so your home feels just like it did before it was hit by the storm. When disaster strikes, call Hayes & Sons. We do restoration right.
And now, back to the Auto Owners Insurance Comet Hockey broadcast on 96.3 XKE, Fort Wayne's Classic Rock.
Back live at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Fred Bean taking you through this one here tonight. Comets will be back on the road. It's on Friday and Saturday. We're going to be in Indy on Friday, Bloomington on Saturday, and then back at home Sunday for another contest with the Indy Fuel. Face-off will be to the left of Nathan Day. 1-0 Comets as Jaden Grube will take the drop. Kicked into the corner. There's Krebs, goes behind the net. Now to Feist. Feist on the right side. Pass comes ahead to Capone. And Capone gets it ahead. Grube coming across the line. We got a 2-on-1. Over it goes. Shot. Score! Josh Grohl gets his 5th goal of the season against Iowa to make it 2-0.
Well, Shane, first of all, first 10 minutes of the period, check. Comets playing well. Second of all, take a look at that goal. Go back earlier where Grohl came over the line with Grube. It was a slow development play, waiting for Grube to get into the play. And the goaltender, Mercer, knew exactly what he was going to do when he put the pass over to Grube. And that way he had plenty of time to set up. On this particular one, they came down fast. They were apart from each other. And it was a quick pass and bang, bang in the back of the net. Mercer knew it was going over there, but he just couldn't get there in time. There was no time to set up for it.
Yeah, not much Mercer could do on that one as the Comets now lead at 2-0 here in the first. Comets looking for more. We go back into the Heartlanders zone, but the Landers are going to go along the left side here. Comets at the blue line try and stop it. It's going to be backhanded into the Comet zone. And we go below the goal line to Brown. Brown is going to leave it for Reese Harsh. Now to McFall. He's going to go off the stick of McGarrett. McGarrett, long stretch pass. Another 2-on-1 for the Comets. Across the line. Shot. Score! Matthew Brown this time.
And Shane, one of the things the Comets have been doing much better as of late, it's the little things. It's the pass up along the boards. We saw earlier in the year that every time that pass would come across the boards, they wouldn't be able to handle it cleanly and get it to their teammate. It would bounce off their stick. On that particular case, that play started right back at the blue line with that pass up against the boards. Clean out, 2 people going across the blue line together, coming on down. Beautiful setup again, making the goalie move between the 5-hole.
Comets 3 goals in just over 10 minutes. So a great start here tonight. Dufour gets that assist on Matthew Brown's goal. And it looks like the Heartlanders are going to take their time out. Well, not on Riley Mercer, the starting goaltender for the Heartlanders tonight. So not sure if he'll get the hook here. But, yeah, Mercer kind of left out to dry on all 3 goals here tonight.
Oh, yeah, I mean, definition of red shots. Those opportunities right there. I mean, he would have had to make spectacular saves, you know, or the guys just choke, just miss an empty net, you know. Those are beautiful setups. But, again, it's the passing. It's handling it coming out of your own zone. That pass up against the board handles so clean, and when you handle it clean, it speeds the play up through the neutral zone. Then that way you come over the blue line with a full head of steam, and then it's a bang-bang play.
All right, face-off out at center ice. The Comets now lead this one 3-0 here tonight. The puck goes down to Riley Mercer, who stays in this contest. It's played to the right side now, coming head out to center ice, back into the Comet zone. Comets play it forward, goes back in the Comet, and Nathan Day will stop it. Goes back in the corner. There goes Jalen Schmerich after it. It goes along the far side and back up along the wall. Tossed underneath. Comets get to it. It's Jalen Schmerich behind the net. Schmerich on the right side, looking to move it. Got it tapped away. Here's a quick shot off that poke check, and a save made by Nathan Day. Now a long pass ahead. It's going to go off the wall back into the Heartlanders zone. And now we have got Iowa with the puck. Long pass ahead. Tipped into the Comet zone. Goes back along the far side. Here's Jalen Schmerich. Back over to Stonehouse. Stonehouse lifts it ahead. Here's Capone. Capone will get it ahead to Janicki. Janicki is going to skate with it in the corner. It's going to be backhanded along the near side. And here's Feist back up top of the blue line. Tataya in the high slot. Back to the far side, moves along the wall. Now tries to create some space for himself. Tatayev still on the puck. Now hands it off to Aliardi with a shot. That goes off the end wall. Kirill is able to gather it up, gives it a kick, and he tries to go up to the blue line, but that play is intercepted by Isaac Johnson. And now it comes out to center ice for Aliardi. Aliardi has a man. Murray in front. Backhander. Save made. He goes back behind the net. Aliardi picks it back up. Oh, he tried to give it to Murray, but a little too much on the pass, and it's going to go back into the Comet zone. But the Comets quickly recover up along the far side, but Tatayev, he couldn't handle it, and now back into the Comet zone. It goes down into the corner. That's Elliot McDermott. McDermott in the near side is going to go underneath, and now he will hand it off on the right side to Denoye. He'll bounce it to the far side. Comets trying to get a stick on it. Now it's going to be shot around to the right side, and the Comets have got it. Here's Feist. Feist on the right wing. He'll feather it into the Iowa zone. It's going to go all the way down the length of the ice, and that's going to be Elliot McDermott with the puck. Sets up behind his goaltender, Riley Mercer, as the Comets lead this one 3-0 here tonight at the Coliseum. 7:42 to go in the first. Out to center ice. We're coming across the line here. There's Jerry Leone. Misplayed it. He's got to get everybody back on side. He's going to get it into the Comet zone. And the Comets are going to take it away. It goes back to the right side. Here's Josh Grohl. Grohl's going to get it to the near wing. Goes down into the corner. And it goes behind the net. Nice hit there. Comets. That was Grube laying out his man. And it goes along the far. Oh, a penalty is going to be called on that. Yikes.
That was a crushing blow on Fairly Olo, and I don't know whether they said because he hit his head or what. They're going to call that a boarding car, but it was a big hit down behind the net.
So the Comets are going to go to the box here as we get another timeout. We'll take another break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy, but now you're on hold listening to this music. While you wait and wait. Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and pick up the phone when you call, because you shouldn't be on hold so long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense.
Ask insurance and financial services in Auburn if Auto Owners make sense for you. Fort Wayne Comet Hockey from the 96.3 XKE studio is powered by Indiana Tech's online classes. Indiana Tech, go for it. WXKE Churubusco is 96.3 XKE. Fort Wayne's classic rock.
It's a boarding call on Jaden Grube, so it is a Ruoff Mortgage penalty kill. As the Heartlanders here working on the power play, 3-0 Comets. As the puck goes along the far side, there's Dustin McFall trying to push it over to Janicki. Comes up to the blue line. And now back up along the wall. Heartlanders set up now in front of the net. That's Denoye, and a save made by Day behind the net. And the Comets get it to the blue line, and it's going to go out of the zone. As the Heartlanders with the puck.
Yeah, Grube was looking for an explanation on that. What did I do wrong? And while watching the replay, it looked like the Iowa player had just turned his hips enough, so he was hitting him from behind.
Heartlanders with the puck. Comets 20th in the league killing penalties. So if there's one place this Comets team can improve on, it is killing penalties. The puck goes down into the corner here in the Comet zone. Behind the nets, tied up.
Yeah, and Iowa's number 13 in the league, so for a team that's so far down in the standings, they got a pretty good power play.
Top of the circle, shots, Comets block it, and it's going to go all the way down the length of the ice. Riley Mercer comes out of the pipes, and he is going to hand that off to Mike Kester. Kester sends it ahead, comes out to center ice, and now the Heartlanders coming across the line here. And now it goes off the end glass, tied up in the corner. Comets get a stick on it. And can we clear it? It's going to come up to the blue line. It's held in. Mobley will stretch it to the far side. Now they're going to go back to Mobley here on the left wing. Mobley is going to skate with it in the corner. Comes up top along the far side. Here's a shot and a save made by Day off the blocker. Back along the near boards. Matt Miller trying to get to it. And collecting it is Trevor Janicki. And he'll zip it down the length of the ice. And it's going to fall onto the tape of Riley Mercer. And that will do it for the penalty kill. We're back to 5-on-5. 5:16 to go here in period number 1. Comets lead it 3-0. So the Heartlanders here have got the puck on the left side. They'll float it into the Comet zone. It's going to be rimmed to the far side. Going to go off the tape of Jalen Schmerich. Now over to Harrison Reese. Reese on the right side. Off the stick of Grohl. It's going to go back into the Heartlanders zone. It's going to be backhanded. And McDermott turns the corner. He'll give it away. Left side coming across the line here. It's going to be Mobley. Mobley on the near side for the Heartlanders. Has a man on his back. Gets it up to the blue line. Gets crowded. Comets will take it away. That's Groove fresh out of the penalty box. We'll get it out to center ice. Back to the right side. Flipped into the Comet zone. Goes down into the corner. There goes Reese after it. Reese will back into the far side. Here's Jalen Schmerich. He is going to force it up along the wall, back into the Heartlanders zone. And it's going to go back along the left side into the Comet end. Goes down to the corner. There goes Magera behind the net. Picking it up is going to be Harsh. Harsh along the far side. He's going to get it forward. The Comets will come across the line. And it's Harrison Reese. Reese now trying to keep it in the zone. Cannot. And back come the Heartlanders on the attack here. But they are going to be pulled just offside with 4:02 to go here in the first period. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Hayes & Sons. When a water, fire, mold, or storm damage strikes your home or business, you want a hometown team you can trust. Call the team the Comets call. Hayes & Sons. Learn more at haysonSons.com/Comets. And tonight's game also being brought to you by CareSource, offering benefits that go beyond health insurance, like one-on-one help to find a steady job, access to healthy food, or a dependable ride. When your life is better, your health can be better too. CareSource, care that connects. And the Comets have got a big game coming up on Saturday, March 28th. It is Princess Night, being presented by Kid to Kid. Tickets are going fast for this one, so get yours early. Meet your favorite princesses before the game and join in on the first intermission Princess Parade. And of course, visit Kid to Kid in Glenbrook Square for all of your princess costumes. Kid to Kid, your local go-to resale store for high-quality children's clothing, shoes, toys, and baby gear. And again, that is coming up on Saturday, March 28th. So the Comets not at home a whole lot here in the month of March, as we're going to pick up those games in the month of April. And Fred, a team that has struggled a bit at home. You got a team right now on the ropes, 3-0, but you want to keep on putting it to them here, going down into the second and third periods.
Yeah, absolutely, and the difference is the speed and creating space. Comets able to do that so far here in the first period. You look at the shot total, 8-6. The difference is the 6 shots on net. They've been red shots. They've been easy shots. They should be making the save on, and he's turned those away. On the other side of the ledger, 3 goals that you can't even blame on the goaltender.
All right, back to action here as the puck goes down into the Iowa zone. That's going to be a quick icing call on the Comets. So, face-off coming up in the Comet end. 3:49 to go here in the first. Ace Radiator shots on goal, 8-6 in favor of the Comets here tonight. 3-0 Comets. Face-off to the left of Nathan Day. There's Magera in the face-off. Magera scored his 25th of the season earlier in the period. And the puck goes along the far side. Alex Aliardi's got 20 goals this season, and Blake Murray looking to join that club. He's got 19. Comets only had 2 20-goal scorers all of last season, and here we are just halfway through the month of March, and we got guys who might get a crack at 30 here this season. Puck goes into the Comet zone. It goes down into the corner, cycled down low behind that. They got a man in front. Oh, and recognizing that was Nathan Day, and he makes the save.
Yeah, quick pass coming from behind the net, but Day was on the post. He saw that coming, squared up on it, made the save, and got the rebound, so there's no second chance. But, yeah, you come back to that, and you take a look. You know, this is a team. Iowa's not a big scoring team. Their leading scorer's got 15 goals. And, then after that, you've got two guys at 13 and one at 12. So obviously more firepower on the Fort Wayne side. And so when Iowa gets behind like this is not the type of game they want to play.
Heartlanders with the puck here. Just a little over 3 minutes to go here in the first period. And the Heartlanders back in their own zone. McDermott to the near side, goes off a stick. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's going to go down for an icing call. So that is an Auto Owners Insurance icing call in the play. We'll get back into the Comets, the Heartlanders zone here in the first period. Matthew Brown, Josh Grohl, and Austin McGarrett all scoring so far here tonight in the first period. Face off to the right of Riley Mercer, and there is Blake Murray to take the face off. Liam Coughlin is his opponent. And it's going to go to the far side. And Aliardi gets it down low to Tatayev. Tatayev behind the net. Here's Kirill on the near side. Kirill going to come to the blue line, looking to hand it off to Schmerich. And he gives it a tap. Goes back to Harrison Reese. And now underneath to Aliardi. Back behind the net. In front. Oh, we had a man wide open. That was Tatayev. Just couldn't connect with it. Now Kirill with it again over one-timer. That goes high, and it goes above the crossbar. And tapped into the corner. Aliardi throws it out in front of the net. Nobody home for the Comets, but it comes up to the blue line to Harrison Reese. Now to Tatayev. He will reclaim it back on the far side to Murray. Over to Schmerich. Schmerich behind the net. Drew Mercer down, but could not get a shot off. Now Jalen, right side shot. There was Murray. Save made by Mercer. He tries to pass it up top of the blue line. And it comes to Reese. Reese sends it towards the net. That's knocked down. And now backhanded out of the zone. Gloved out of the air. Back along the left side. And that's going to be tapped back to center ice with 2 minutes to go here in the first period. 3-0 Comets. Murray has got the puck. Or that's Reese, excuse me. Back to the far side. It's going to go to Groob. Groob gets it across the line. Now Grohl trying knocking it down out of midair. Could not get to it. And back into the Comet zone. Drew Krebs along the far side. Takes it up along the wall out of the zone. That goes off the skate of the linesman. That helps us out. I think that would have been an icing. And now it's going to be the Heartlanders with the puck. Kester on the left side. Down into the corner. Hands it off. Now he threads it ahead. Capone trying to get to it. Jerry Leon now knocks it back into the Comet zone. And there goes Drew Krebs. Krebs down into the corner. Back behind the net. Lost it. Look out. Feist trying to get back into the play. But there is Nathan Day making the stop. And he will hang on to it. And that's what you want out of your goaltender here. Even when you make a mistake, you know he's going to be back there to make the stop.
Yeah, and you know, getting down to the last minute of the period, always a danger zone. And right now, Iowa's trying to get one on the board. Big difference going in, having scored a goal and down by 2, then going in down by 3. So Comets need to dig deep and really skate for the next minute 15.
Face off to the right of Day. And it's going to be Groob to take the face off. Into the corner. Harsh will move it ahead. Stopped at the center line, and the Heartlanders cough it up. And now Dufour on the right side. Coming across the line in front. Oh, slide and stop there by the defenseman. Dufour had a man, but now he will pick it up along the near side to the blue line with 1 minute to go. Harsh back to the far side. McFall to Brown. Brown back up top. Right side Dufour with some room. A shot. Save made by Mercer off the blocker. It goes behind the net. And now to the far side. Comets give it a tap. Back up along the wall. Harsh trying to snag it. Comes up to the blue line. Held in by Brown. Brown motors are along the near side. Brown at the blue line. Shot. That's blocked. Goes down into the corner. We got 30 seconds to play in the period. Pass along the near side over the stick of Harrison Reese and back into the Comet zone. Goes off the end wall, and here is Reese Harsh. Harsh behind the net. Looking forward, intercepted at the center line, and now the Heartlanders coming across the line in front of the net. Nice play there by Brady Stonehouse. Comets will clear the zone. That was Jackson Nelson with the steal. And we got 5 seconds to go. Heartlanders coming across the line. And that will do it for the first 20 minutes here tonight. A good start for the Comets, putting a 3 spot up on the board. 3-0.
It could have been more than that. You had 2 different plays where Eliade tried to center the pass to Kirill Tatayev. Tatayev's a natural goal scorer. He gets that puck in his stick down in a slot like that. He's got a great chance of scoring and just wasn't able to connect with him. But you put those 2 up, we could have 2 more on the board.
Comets lead this one 3-0 as we're going down into the tunnel to start up the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union intermission show. But before we do that, let's send it down to our Ruoff Mortgage from the bench interview with Comet captain Alex Aliardi.
With the captain, Alex Aliardi. All right, so first off, let's take a step back before we talk about tonight. 9 days away from the jungle.
I think it's great. I mean, you get to heal up and everyone gets back to, square one, and we get to come back in fresh. And obviously it would work for us, up 3-0 right now.
I was saying, looking pretty fresh out of the gate with 3 goals. What was clicking? What was going right?
Just the details. Everyone's working hard, doing it the right way. And, we got to find wins at home, and that's what we're going to do tonight.
Yeah, what do we got to do to walk out here with a win?
Just keep it simple. Same way we've been doing.
All right, give it up for the captain, Alex Aliardi.
All right, Alex Aliardi, our Ruoff Mortgage from the bench interview. And now we can start up the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union intermission show. We will be back. You are listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
Hey y'all, this is singer-songwriter Riley Green, and my idea of a good time is grabbing a guitar, a few good friends, and some cold and smooth Busch Lights. Pick up a case of your own this weekend. No guitar needed.
Busch. Enjoy responsibly. 2024 Anheuser-Busch Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey y'all, this is singer-songwriter Riley Green, and my idea of a good time is grabbing a guitar, a few good friends, and some cold and smooth Busch Lights. Pick up a case of your own this weekend. No guitar needed.
Busch. Enjoy responsibly. 2024 Anheuser-Busch Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You can count on Rich's Auto Center for all of your automotive needs. They are a AAA approved repair facility, and their ASE certified technicians are equipped to handle everything from preventative maintenance, engine repairs, brake services, heating and air, to tire services and more. Their Napa Auto Care Center backs you with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Find them at richesautocenter.com. Give them a call at 260-747-8145 to schedule an appointment.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy, but now you're on hold listening to this music. While you wait and wait. Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and pick up the phone when you call, because you shouldn't be on hold so long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense.
Ask Jacob Insurance Services in Angola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your independent local choice for physical therapy. There's no referral needed to come see us, and we accept all insurance. With direct access, you can just walk in and request an appointment at any of our 18 convenient locations. Our team of expert therapists are here to help you recover and get you back to doing what you love. Visit us online at indianapt.com to request your appointment.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Indiana Tech gave these grads more than just a degree.
I earned an engineering degree that taught me to succeed in technical roles and in life.
I got the chance to work for a professional sports team with a winning experience thanks to flexible online classes.
Any school can give you a degree, but with over 100 career-focused certificates and degrees to choose from, Indiana Tech can give you the opportunity of a lifetime. Learn more at online.indianatech.edu.
Registration for the next class session ends April 3rd.
At A&S Property Maintenance, they provide comprehensive care for your property all year round. Their expertise in residential and commercial lawn mowing is just the start. From lawn care, fertilizing, and tree trimming to spring and fall cleanups, they're here to enhance your outdoor space. In winter, rely on them for prompt snow removal and salting services. Licensed and insured, serving Fort Wayne and surrounding areas. Visit them at AANDSproperty.com.
Copper Forge Distilling is Fort Wayne's finest destination for premium small batch spirits. From crisp vodka or gin to their award-winning aged rum or peppermint schnapps, every bottle is crafted with passion right here in Indiana. Pick up Copper Forge's vodka or gin at Cap and Cork, or visit Copper Forge's tasting room to grab a bottle or sip a handcrafted cocktail made just for you. Visit copperforgedistilling.com for product and tasting room details. American spirits, the American way. Copper Forge Distilling, where every pour is a celebration.
It's now time for the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Comets Intermission Show on 96.3 XKE, Fort Wayne's Classic Rock.
We are back live here at the Coliseum in the All-American Stores broadcast booth. Let's take a look at the Three Rivers Electric game summary here tonight. Comets off to a good start. Comets lead this one 3-0 as the Comets looking for their 20th win of the season when leading after 20 minutes of play. They are 19-3-3 when having the lead after the first period. So taking a look at the game sheet here, the Comets out shooting Iowa 10-8 tonight. First goal of the game was scored by Austin McGarrett at 3:34, his 25th tally of the season from Harrison Reese, playing in his first game in 3 weeks, as Jalen Schmerich also picked up the helper on that first goal. Josh Grohl picked up his 5th goal of the season against Iowa this season, his 9th overall of the season at 9:22 from Jaden Grube and Matt Capone. And then finally, Matthew Brown, his 10th of the season at 10:02 from McGarrett and Dufour. So McGarrett working with a 2-point night here this evening, as Nathan Day 8 of 8 in the save category. Riley Mercer saw 10 shots, made 7 saves. We only had 1 penalty called in that period, and it was Jaden Grube went off for boarding at 12:43. And that is a look at the game summary here tonight. All right, we are going to take a break, and we will be back with a special guest. You are listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE. Three Rivers is a proud sponsor of the Comets Kids Club, granting young Comet fans access to special events, ticket vouchers, and more. They also have a special program for our community's kids at the credit union as well. A Credit Union Buddy Perks account rewards children under the age of 12 for good saving habits and good grades. Get your kids excited about healthy financial habits by making saving fun and rewarding. Open a Three Rivers CUB Perks account today. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org/save.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
100 brand new Hyundais under 25 grand at Glenbrook Hyundai.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, work day, play day, every day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, save every day at Glenbrook Hyundai.
100 brand new Hyundais under 25 grand. New Venue SEL, Elantra SEL Sport, even Kona SE. New 2026, all under $25,000. Under 25 grand. Plus, get 0.99% financing. And you get America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with Hyundai Assurance. And we double it. 20 years, 200,000 miles.
Save every day at Glenbrook Hyundai.
Save thousands on new Tucsons, Elantras, Palisades, and more during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Events. 100 brand new Hyundais under 25 grand.
Save every day at Glenbrook Hyundai.
Si habla Espanol, call 800-HYUNDAI, GlenbrookHyundai.com. GlenbrookHyundai.com. For details, visit GlenbrookHyundai.com.
Discover North Star Mortgage, where education meets excellence in mortgage financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned real estate investor, it's crucial to have a reliable mortgage team on your side. Their commitment to excellent communication and accessibility ensures you're never alone in the process. Experience a faster, easier, and more affordable journey home with North Star Mortgage. Call or text Rich Galbraith at 705-6952 to get started today.
And now, back to the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Comets Intermission Show on 96.3 XKE, Fort Wayne's Classic Rock.
We are back live here in the All-American Stores broadcast booth, being joined by a special guest here in the first intermission, Clinton from Remedy Live. He is here talking about mental health. It is another one of our fine Remedy Live Mental Health Awareness Nights. And Clinton, I'm glad you are here tonight because I actually need you.
I'm here for you, buddy.
Rough day for the Alberani family. We lost our beloved German Shepherd,
Oh, no.
Sheriff, this morning. And
oh, buddy, I know how much that means to you, for real.
Let's talk about grief here.
Yeah, well, it's complex, right? Because grief comes in all shapes and sizes, but loss is the grief you're experiencing. And there's a flood of emotions because I stalk you on Facebook. I know Sheriff meant the world to you.
Yes.
I just told my daughter moments ago before we came up here, one thing you need to know about Shane is he's got the most unique German Shepherd on the planet. So I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, the biggest thing, and you're doing it already, is talking about it.
Yes.
Grief is only really messy and bad and hard and destructive when we keep it in. So having people to talk to, having people that allow us to talk about who or what we've lost is so important. So I'm proud of you that you're doing it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Here I am doing it in front of the whole world. I'm talking I'm talking to more than just you.
Well, I think anybody listening who has had a dog that they've loved and lost, they understand it. And I have, and I can tell you. Yeah. It's a unique grief. It's not like, it's weirder than human grief in that.
It is.
Because dogs are so good at loving us.
Yes. That's all they give. So
that's right.
Yeah, so that's why it's so tough. But Sheriff had cancer. He beat it twice, but the third time couldn't do it. But he has his cancer jersey right here.
There you go.
Hanging from the.
I saw that. I wonder what it was.
Yeah,
so I'm hearing about it.
Yeah. So Sheriff had his own cancer jersey here, and now I'm hanging it up here in the press box, and I think I'm going to keep it there to honor him.
That's great.
The rest of the season.
Yeah, that's great. So, courageous animal, because that guy got away with doing things on three legs.
He did. He did. He was our special three-legged dog.
That's right.
Like I said, he beat cancer twice, but this morning it caught up to him. And again, glad you are here.
Yes.
So you're here talking to me, but talk to everybody else. Talk about everything you do at Rep.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, Shane, but the world is going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah. You know what? I've noticed it.
Yes, and what that does subconsciously, there's conscious and subconscious. Conscious, we know we're seeing it in the news. Subconscious, we're worried as hell.
Yeah.
We're worried about what the heck does this mean for gas prices? What does this mean for World War III? All the things. And I'm not here to tell you about what that means, except to say that, again, worry is one of those things that you should never worry alone. You should talk to others about. You don't always need a therapist. You know, that's why we love at Remedy Live being a free service that you can text in at 494949 and just talk to someone. Because honestly, sometimes just getting it off your chest and having somebody you can connect with is the first and best step. But we would want people to know we're here for you. We're always available at 494949 or remedylive.com. It's a free service. You're struggling, your students are struggling, your teens are struggling, whatever you have going on in your family, we're here for you.
Yeah, and, like you said, there's so many things to worry about, and one of the things is the weather. It's been so nice the past few days, but here we are. It's snowing again. So this month, also, if you have seasonal depression, it messes with you.
It totally does, because you came out of the cave. It felt warmth on the face, and now we're back in this crazy stupor. Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's the subconscious. It's amazing things that we can go through when it comes to seasonal anything, or seasonal depression specifically. We're like, why is it that I feel so much different when the sky's gray versus that vitamin D coming from the clouds? But again, we got to talk about it. And I know I sound like a broken record, but isolation is the enemy of good mental health.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as a world, we're on our screens, we're on our phones, we think that's community. It's not. It's actually causing some really unhealthy dopamine levels that's actually causing us to depress more.
Yeah.
And we don't often know it.
Yeah.
So I love that we're talking about it tonight, and I'm grateful for the listeners. I'm not going to mention the score because you always get mad at me when I talk about the score. It's a great score that we have, I'll say that, but I'm not going to talk about it.
But talking about a depression killer, let's get a win here at home.
That's right.
Let's do that.
I said to Nora before we came up, I'm like, we're getting ready for the playoffs here, Fred. We're doing like I want to go up high. I want to have some victories. So I'm with you.
And to make light of this, we have very passionate Comet fans. If we come off a bad loss, they're going on the social media and really kind of letting us have it. But you know what? I'm going to say, call Clinton.
Yeah,
Admit
that's
to
right.
him.
That's right. Yeah,
Say, hey, you know
we're
what?
here for you.
You know what? It's just a game.
That's right. Well, the ladies dropped the puck tonight, and I said to them, when you go out there, remember the Comets own this. The fans own this team.
Yeah.
So keep it short because they want the puck drops.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but you're right. It's so funny because in this town, we rise and fall on this incredible hockey team, and so when they don't play well, we all kind of have a harder day at work the next day.
We do. But, hey, well, thanks for brightening up our day, my
Absolutely.
man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Last thing I would let everyone know is we have a big event in May, textdiractive.com. Check it out. Game show night, lots of fun. We'd love to have as many people there to win a bunch of prizes. Thanks to the Surik family for giving us the Clyde Theater.
And there you have it. So we are going to take a break. Thanks, Clinton, from Remedy Live. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne if Auto Owners make sense for you.
When it comes to care for your heart, choose the team that keeps you in the game. Lutheran Health Network. Our lineup of cardiologists, specialists, and surgeons have one goal: to keep your heart healthy. With advanced diagnostics, treatment for complex heart conditions, and multiple accreditations, we're winning the fight when it comes to beating heart disease. Lutheran Health Network, your team for heart health.
Let's talk employee benefits. Should we use an HMO, a POS, or a PPO? If we get an HDHP, we could add an HSA or maybe even an FSA or HRA.
Choosing your company's health coverage can be complicated. When you have questions, there's only 3 letters you need to know: PHP. We can help you make sense of your options and all the acronyms. For local service, customized coverage, and the region's largest provider network, visit partnerwithphp.com.
And now, back to the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Comets Intermission Show on 96.3 XKE, Fort Wayne's Classic Rock.
Back live here at the Coliseum in the All-American Stores broadcast booth. I want to thank Clinton from Remedy Live for helping us out here. It's another great mental health awareness night. And, well, we get a victory. Our mental health is going to be that much better here tonight. Comets lead this one 3-0 as, again, the Comets, they're in action tonight. Toledo, they're in action tomorrow. So the Comets, with a win here tonight, will pull up even with the Toledo Walleye for the first spot in the Central Division. And what a battle that is going to be going down the stretch. Both teams have played the same amount of games. Well, after tomorrow they will. And we're not going to see Toledo again face-to-face until the end of April. Both those games will be here at the Coliseum. So who knows? Over the overall seed in the Central Division could be on the line. But let's just take care of business here tonight against Iowa. We'll take one more break. It's 3-0 Comets. We'll be back for the second period. You're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
Join the music revolution today by enrolling your child at School of Rock. With over 60,000 students and more than 300 locations around the globe, we are changing the way people learn music, period. Our students get one-on-one lessons from professional musicians and learn to play with others. They have band practice and perform at real rock shows. We combine all that with proprietary music books and an innovative mobile app, making our teaching unlike anything else. We have taught hundreds of thousands of students around the world to play music, and we're just getting started. Start your child's musical journey today. Enroll now. Learn more at schoolofrock.com/enroll.
Experience the best in audio with D&B Sales Incorporated, your car audio specialists. Proudly family owned and operated, they offer the area's largest inventory of car, truck, and boat audio equipment, along with motorcycle audio, remote starts, tools, and body shop supplies. Visit them at their 2 convenient locations, 4730 Speedway Drive in Fort Wayne and 202 South Broad Street in Fremont. Experience the best in audio with D&B Sales Incorporated, your car audio specialists. Discover why they're still here and better than ever.
And now, back to the Auto Owners Insurance Comet Hockey broadcast on 96.3 XKE, Fort Wayne's Classic Rock.
Our there we go. I remember how to push the buttons, Fred. Our first source bank, first puck drop will get us going here in the second period. 3-0 Comets, and we are underway here in the second stanza tonight at the Coliseum. Puck is going to go off a stick and now knocked back into the Iowa zone, back along the right side. And a backhander down to Nathan Day. Day will stop the puck. He'll get it on the right side to Harrison Reese. Reese on the right side trying to go to McGarrett, but that pass is intercepted by Max Patterson. And now Patterson lifts it up to Mobley. Pass ahead on the far side. Patterson looking to hand it off. There's Mobley trying to go down to the corner with it. He goes all the way around. Opposite side he goes. Mobley still on the puck. Comes up to the blue line. Now he's going to cycle it down off the end wall. Now it goes off the side of the cage. It's tied up in the twine behind the net. And the net is lifted up. They continue play as we go to the far side. Mobley here in the Comet zone. And now he's going to get forced out of there. Comes out to center ice, and now it's feathered into the Comet zone. All the way down to Harrison Reese. Reese behind the net. Moves along the left side. Oh, got a poke checked away, but there is Day. He will push it aside over to Jalen Schmerich. Now he'll find McGarrett. McGarrett out at the blue line. Now back along the far side, and now along the right side to Brown. Brown is going to get it back into the neutral zone, and now pushed into the Comet zone. Behind the net goes Day, and now fights to the far side. It's going to go on the right side to Stonehouse. Stonehouse gets taken off the play. Now back it goes to the Comet blue line, and quickly ahead, pass ahead to Stonehouse. Skips over a stick. That's going to go off the end wall, and now back to the right side. Back to the near wall it goes, and into the corner. Slice to the far side, and now to the right wing. Nelson will tap it into the Comet zone, and now down into the corner. There goes Grube after it. Now in front, and a pass, and knocked down. Another shot, save made by Day, and he will get the whistle. So Nathan Day getting tested here in the second period as the Heartlanders coming out with a little spring in their step.
Yeah, first couple of minutes, all Heartlanders starting the second period like the Comets started the first. Comets were in the zone the first couple of minutes in the first period, and now they flipped the switch on us here. Comets having trouble getting out of their end, not making good connections on their passes. Reese getting cut off right in front of the net. Fortunately, Day was able to pick it up and get it over to Jalen Rose. Jalen.
What sport are you in?
Wow. Wow. Okay. We'll move on from there.
We'll flush that one. We'll forget about it. Forget about it. It's a mulligan tonight, Fred. There's a shot. That's going to be missed wide. It goes back into the corner. So how are the Celtics doing, Fred? You got some basketball talk.
Well, March Madness is starting.
Oh, well, what's UMass up to? Not going to make the tournament? Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much.
Face-off will be to the right of Nathan Day.
You know, when it's so bad you call yourself out.
Yeah. Fred, I do it every show, so. To the near side, here's Brown, and it goes down into the Iowa zone, and behind that, Heartlanders have got it. 3-0 Comets. Denoyer to the far side. Pass comes off a stick and into the Comet zone. After it goes Brown. Brown goes behind the net. He'll get it to Krebs. Krebs on the left side. Sends it out to center ice. Denoyer will pick it up, and now he'll slice it back into the Comet zone. It's going to be rimmed along the near side and back into the corner. Jerry Leone goes behind the net. Jerry Leone along the far side on the dot. Shot, save made by Day. And back behind the net, another shot. Turn around there, and Nathan Day trying to collect it, and he does. Nathan Day awful calm there.
I was going to say, absolutely no panic. He's got all these legs in front of him, sticks whacking at the puck, and he just quietly just watched it. It came in, and he put the glove on. The mindset of a goaltender.
Yeah, he was just down kind of in a butterfly. He was just kind of following the puck with his eyes and waited until it got to him, and he just covered it up.
Well, I'm glad he's patient. Right now, I'm getting a little antsy.
Yeah.
We're getting way too much zone time, getting too close to goals. So Come on, Comets. Let's wake up.
Iowa now has gone ahead in shots on goal tonight, 12-10. But the Comets lead at 3-0. Face off to the left of Day, and the drop comes up top of the circle. And it goes along the near side. Heartlanders with the puck. Comets get a hold of it. Here we go. Stonehouse. Oh, with a man with them coming across the line. Stonehouse, and he shoots. A save made. Mercer on the rebound, able to stuff Stonehouse, and it goes back to the far side. Stonehouse being aggressive as usual, fouled his own shot. And now it comes out to center ice.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't try to go across the slot with that and to his teammate. It would have been intercepted, so he had a better shot taking it, and then trying to go after the rebound.
Even though he was ultra aggressive there, he maintained his position, not bearing over the goaltender, which would have been goaltender interference. So controlled rage there by Stonehouse. As Patterson coming across the line, pitches it back. They got a man, a shot, and it goes wide into the right side to Reese. Reese plays it forward. And now Janicki on the left side, trying to get across the line. Janicki along the near side, spins away. Janicki pitches it up top to Schmerich. Schmerich on the left side, hands it off. And now back up to Jalen to the right side, top of the circle. It's going to be Reese up top, one-timer, missed wide. Back on the left side, up top again, Dufour with a drive. That's blocked, gets his own rebound shot, missed it wide off the end wall. And back behind the net, Patterson with it for the Heartlanders. He'll clear the zone. And down it goes. Harrison Reese behind the net. And Reese looks around. We'll go to the left side here. Dufour coming across the line. Dufour still on the puck. Avoided the check. Hands it off. Magera, shot blocked. And the Heartlanders have got it. Jackson Nelson on the right side. He'll get it up along the wall. Here's Dufour on the left side. Dufour gets it out to the blue line. And now Krebs has got the puck. He'll lay it into the Heartlander zone. Goes behind the net. And up along the far side. Comes out to center ice. Back it goes to Krebs. Krebs on the left side. Intercepted. And now they'll come across the line. And now in front of the net. Nice job there by Magera. Takes that away. That was Isaac Johnson. Had the puck. And now Magera into a Heartlander territory. Goes down into the corner. Here's Aliardi on the right side. Coming up top of it. We got a penalty called. Delayed call here. Here's a shot and a save made by Mercer. It's on the Heartlanders here. They're going to touch it up. And it's power play time for the Comets. A holding call coming up to Iowa.
That's just what the Comets needed right now. They're just starting to get their offense back and it's getting the puck down into the offensive zone. So getting a power play right now will be a good opportunity to get more zone time and put another one on the board.
Comets on the power play for the first time tonight. It's Comets fourth best in the league on the power play. Iowa 13th in the league on the penalty kill. So Comets with a chance to add to their lead. It's 3-0 Comets. And the face-off will be in the Iowa zone. Face-off, Comets win it up top to Schmerich. Left side, Dufour, cross ice pass, a shot, and it goes wide. Mercer hanging on to it, and he's able to get the left leg on it. He was trying to keep his leg on the post, but he was starting to drift, and somehow managed to maintain position and keep his leg over the puck.
Yeah, that puck coming off the end wall Miller was in front. He tried to get a stick on it before Mercer was able to get over and get it tied up, but just a little bit too late. Almost a nice pass to himself off the wall to be able to get that opportunity.
Face off to the left of Mercer. Take it off the end wall, back along the near side and back up along the wall. And a penalty coming up. And that's going to be a high sticking call against Iowa. So the Heartlanders will quickly take another one. So a 5-on-3 here for the Comets. Only 146 left to go on that first penalty, and now they're going to take a fresh 2.
You know, this is an area the Comets really need to work on, and with the problem that I've seen with the Comets is when a 5-on-3, they have so much space, everybody stops moving. and then it become very predictable where they're passing to. It's start running around with the extra guys and keep the puck moving, keep the bodies moving, and that'll give you the opportunity to score.
Good start here. We win the faceoff. And here's Jalen Schmerich over. Dufour shot, blocked, and Patterson will send it down the length of the ice. Goes down to Day. Day stops it. Again, 5-on-3 here for the Comets. Two-man advantage to Tayev on the left side coming across the line. Trying to peel up along the near side. Oh, lost his edge, and the Heartlanders will steal it away. Coughlin gets it back into the Comet zone. And now Jalen Schmerich has got the puck. Now Dufour coming across the line. Dufour, top of the circle. Going to go back up to Jalen. Schmerich ranging over. Top of the circle. Back to Tsayev. Now here's Dufour in the high slot. Handles the puck. Dufour hands it off to Jalen. Now to Tsayev. Top of the circle. Down low. Over. Pass blocked. Schmerich picks it up. Shot. Save made by Mercer. Back along the near side to Schmerich. Back to the right side, Dufour. Down low. Up top. Shot. Missed off the end wall. And now McGarrett trying to get to it. He is chopped down. Back to the far side. Comets trying to collect it, but do not. And down it goes to Day. Still got 28 seconds left on the first penalty. 42 seconds on the second. Comets will get a fresh set of legs out there. And here comes Harrison Reese to Murray. Murray coming across the line. Takes it off the end wall, back into the corner. Now it's going to be ribbed to the far side. Harrison Reese to the blue line. Left side to Brown. Back to Reese. Reese in the high slot. Moves it to Brown. Brown going down low. Aliardi looking for a gap. Shot and a save made by Mercer. Back along the near side. And looks like playing the puck with a high stick on the Comets. So, well, we got 2 seconds left to go on the first penalty and then 17 seconds left on here on penalty number 2, so we'll maintain the power play here with 12:43 to go in the second.
Yeah, this is a big face-off for them because they got a guy coming out of the box. If Iowa can pull it back, they can quickly hit with a headman pass right over the blue line. They'll be behind the Comet defense, so they got to keep eyes on the back of the head and win this face-off.
Face-off in the neutral zone. Comets win it back cleanly and quickly carry it into offensive territory. Capone in the corner. In front, trying to go to Brown. Locked up. One man out of the box. And out of the far side. 5 seconds to go on the first one. Here's a shot by Capone. Save made by Mercer. Brown almost got to the rebound. But the Heartlanders will clear the zone. Got a man coming out of the box. And it's going to go off the end wall. And that's going to be an icing call on Iowa. Now, they had a man coming out of the box there, Fred. And they had the right idea, but it turned into an icing.
Yeah, by coming out, that put them back 5-on-5, and then unable to control that headband pass, going all the way down below the goal line, creates an icing call, like I said. But always dangerous when the penalties come into the end as to where the puck is at situational hockey, where the puck is, and where the guy coming out of the box is located. Comets were safe on that one.
Face off to the left of Mercer. And we have got Janicki in the face off. It's going to go off the end wall, back to the far side. Off the glass and out of the zone. Comets there at the, big hit there. Janicki goes down hard. Janicki trying to find his stick there. Luckily he's okay as the puck comes across to Stonehouse. Stonehouse in his own end. Up along the left side, gets pushed forward. He'll come across the line. Stonehouse sends it back, and Miller couldn't quite handle the pass. And back the other direction. Will come across the line. In front, goes wide of the nets. Heartlanders here behind the net as Harsh picks it up for the Comets. He'll shovel it to the near side up along the wall. There goes Stonehouse. Trying to work it back to the blue line. He's tied up as Nathan Day looks in over his right shoulder. Puck goes behind the net now. McFall gets it to Harsh. Harsh to the far side to Miller. And Miller on the right side. He's going to get it ahead. And Janicki will flip it in. It's going to go all the way down to Mercer. Mercer will stop the puck. He'll go onto the right side with it. Heartlanders still with it. He'll pump it up along the wall. Goes off the stick of Feist. And down it goes behind Nathan Day. Day lets it roll. And now in front of the net. Oh, that one was tipped, and Day able to get his left leg on it. Krebs in the corner. Still up along the wall. Heartlanders trying to keep it in, but the Comets get a stick on it. It's going to go all the way down. And now McDermott has it for Iowa. He'll give it to the far side. That's Kothe. Now in front of Mercer, and it goes on the right side to Mobley. Mobley looking to play it ahead, and he does, but it's going to go on to the stick of Tyson Feist. Feist will get it to Tatayev. Now on the right side to Murray. Murray will backhand it down into the Iowa zone. It goes back along the near side. And now Tatayev digs it off the wall, goes behind the net. Tatayev gets tripped up. And Capone will help him out, trying to go up to the blue line with it. He's getting crowded there by Dedoye. Cycled around to the near side, goes back along the near boards. Up top to the blue line. Comets hanging on to it. It's Dufour. He'll get it to Schmerich. Schmerich winds up a blast, and the save made into the mitts of Riley Mercer. And we have got a timeout. 3-0 Comets here in the second. We are going to the All-American Stores bathroom break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
Three Rivers is a proud sponsor of the Comets Kids Club, granting young Comet fans access to special events, ticket vouchers, and more. They also have a special program for our community's kids at the credit union as well. A Credit Union Buddy Perks account rewards children under the age of 12 for good saving habits and good grades. Get your kids excited about healthy financial habits by making saving fun and rewarding. Open a Three Rivers CUB Perks account today. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org/save.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Hey, I'm Avery Johnson, and I'm here with the Indiana Tech women's hockey team. You're listening to Comets Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
Back live in the All-American Stores broadcast booth. Shane and Fred here tonight. 10:03 to go here in the second period. Tonight's game being brought to you by Pizza Hut. Right now at Pizza Hut, get a large pizza for just $10 with up to 5 toppings. Your choice of crust. Carry out only $10, 5 toppings. That's a game night victory at Pizza Hut. Quick pass ahead by the Heartlanders. That's going to be now going to go to Mobley. Mobley coming across the line. Shot goes wide and back along the far side. Up top. Another shot. That one is deflected. Goes in the corner. Harrison Reese will chop it to the far side to Dufour. And it's deflected. And now McGarrett has got the puck out to center ice. Flings it forward and now into the Heartlanders zone to the right side. Back off the edge wall and now to the far side, and the Heartlanders get it out. They'll come across the line. Hand off. Comets able to poke check it away. We'll turn the corner with it. It's going to go to Dufour. He'll come across the line. Stick handles there, and he is taken off the puck. And it goes to the far wing, back into neutral territory to McFall. McFall will chop it back into the Iowa zone. Goes down to the corner. And sent to the far side. There goes Tatayev after it. Takes a bump. Goes behind the net for Capone, but the Heartlanders there to defend it. And Mobley goes along the right side. Here's Tatayev coming back into his own territory. Drags it up along the near side. He will hand it off to Eliardi. Got a poke checked away. Back along the far side. Backhander all the way down to the Comet zone. And there is Eliardi to the far side to Harsh. Harsh looking for Capone, but he's going to find Aliardi. Aliardi now looking to come across the line. He got taken off the puck. Comets are caught offside here. And that'll take us down to 8:32 to go here in the second period.
Well, Shane, we've been to this movie before. Remember when we played Bloomington and we got up big on them, and then the second period, Bloomington basically got the tourniquet on. They stopped the bleeding, didn't give up the goal, and decided to get an awful lot of zone play. And then came in the third period, able to get 2 or 3 quick goals, and they're right back in the game. So Comets, they need to play out the rest of the second period in the offensive zone. Don't let them get comfortable in your end. If you can get another goal, that's even better. But you got to get more zone play in and continue to put the pressure on Mercer and get it off a day.
Comets back in action on Friday. will be in Fishers to take on the Indy Fuel. Then on Saturday, we are going to take a look at the Bloomington Bison, just our second trip to Bloomington. Coming up on Saturday, you can hear all those road games right here on 96.3 XKE. And then we'll return home for a Sunday matchup with Indy, 5 o'clock start time here at the Coliseum.
Yeah, he's getting ready to drop the puck. Doesn't understand why there's nobody there. Well, that's because Day's still at the bench.
Day, a little tardy getting back out there. He moseys on into the crease, and the face-off will be outside of the Iowa zone. Denoye's in there for the Heartlanders. It goes back to center ice for Krebs. Krebs will wind up, sends it around, and goes into the corner. Along the near wall, stepping up as Krebs gives it a tap. Goes back out to center ice, and Denoye's has it for the Heartlanders. He lost the handle on it, goes to the right side to Miller. Matt Miller's pass blocked. Comets here caught offside here. And that will get us another whistle. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Peerless Cleaners. Peerless Cleaners is the official cleaning service of your Fort Wayne Comets. They offer free home and office delivery in selected areas of Fort Wayne. The same price as the store, but delivered to your door. Visit Peerless Cleaners online to learn more. Face-off will be outside of the Iowa line. And it comes out to center ice. Here's Tatayev. He'll get it to Tyson Feist on the right side. Goes off a stick and down into the Iowa zone. Behind the net goes Kester. And now Kester couldn't handle it. And now it goes back to the near side corner to the blue line. Krebs couldn't get to it. And now back come Kester. Kester coming across the line here. Kester now got a man out in front. It was Mobley. Could not get a shot off. It goes to the far side. Mobley still on the puck, trying to get away from Tyson Feist. Comes up top. Here's a drive. Goes off the end wall. Knocked down. Goes into the corner. Now we got Tatayev streaking along the left side. Drops it off to Capone here in the Iowa zone. Now the puck is going to be waffled on back into Comet territory. Picked up by Schmerich. Quick pass ahead off the stick of Tatayev, and now down into the Iowa zone it goes. 3-0 Comets here in the second period. As Janicki takes his man off the puck, but it's still chopped back into the Comet zone. Here's Reese in front of the net. He'll go along the far side off the stick of Aliardi. Back up along the wall, and now Grube sends it down low. He goes behind the net with it. Back along the near side. Janicki trying to rip the puck away there from Johnny Sorensen. And now goes to Aliardi. Aliardi behind the net. He will backhand it to the far side. Goes to Reese. Back up top. Now Schmerich with some room on the left side. A shot. Missed it. Oh, and it came off the end wall for Reese. Could not connect with it. And now back behind the net. In front. Shot. Save made by Mercer. And back to the far side. And Mercer, after a slow start, he has certainly found his groove here in the second.
Yeah, what a shift by Janicki on that one. First working down low, taking the body in the corner, getting the puck free, and then taking over at the point to cover for his defenseman who went down, and then ended up in front of the net in the slot for a nice one-timer in front.
Jerry Leone gets it out to center ice. And now they'll flip it off the end wall, and collecting it is going to be Day. Taking no chances. He'll cover it up, and we have got a timeout. 5:52 to go here in the second. 3-0 Comets. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
With Marathon Rewards, you can save up to $1 a gallon, and you'll earn every time you refuel. So when you stop in to fill up your tank, you're also banking rewards at the same time. It's a little move we like to call the Tank and Bank. And to be frank, joining Marathon Rewards couldn't be more straightforward. I guess now that makes it a frank Tank and Bank situation. Sign up online, from our app, and even at the pump. At participating locations, terms and conditions apply.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy, but now you're on hold listening to this music. While you wait and... wait. Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and pick up the phone when you call, because you shouldn't be on hold so long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense.
Ask Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne if auto owners make sense for you.
Fort Wayne Comet Hockey from the 96.3 XKE studio is powered by Indiana Tech's online classes. Indiana Tech, go for it. WXKE Churubusco is 96.3 XKE. Fort Wayne's classic rock.
Back live in the All-American Stores broadcast booth. Shane and Fred here tonight. Under 6 to go here in the second period. Ace Radiator shots on goal tonight, 19-12. Now in favor of the Comets. Comets averaging just 26.3 shots against per game this season. As Comets lifted out of their own zone and now back into Iowa territory. Matt Brown. He'll pick it off. Got a man in front. Magera shovels it forward and a backhander and a save made by Mercer. And Magera just got behind everybody. Brown was able to see him, and Magera just flipped it on Mercer, and he makes the stop.
Yeah, great work by Brown on that one. He had 3 white shirts around him and kept working deep to trying to get it out of their skates. Was able to get control of the puck, found his teammate, and like I said, Magera in front with a backhand. Good scoring opportunity, but a lot of hard work by Brownie up at a blue line in order to get that opportunity.
Face-off will be to the right of Riley Mercer here in the Iowa zone. 5:38 to go in the second period. 3-0 Comets as Blake Murray will take the drop. One-timer, shot, save made by Mercer, and back to the far side. Out of the zone, Reese Harsh has it for the Comets, steers it up to center ice, intercepted by Patterson. Patterson kind of taken away, and it goes back along the far side. Up along the wall. Murray gloves it down, comes out to center ice. And now the Heartlanders back in their own territory. Bounces it to the right side. And now Mobley has it for Iowa, back along the far boards. Kicked into the Comet zone. Now that's an icing call. With 5:02 to go here in the second period. Tonight's game being brought to you by Big C Lumber. The Comets have partnered with Big C Lumber to give fans a chance to take home the ultimate souvenir. Sign up for the Lucky Lumber Contest on Comets.com for your chance to win a game used stick. Visit the Fan Experiences section to sign up for the Lucky Lumber Contest, courtesy of Big C Lumber.
Well, last 5 minutes or so have been Comets on the offense, and every time it's come into the defensive zone, they've swarmed on Iowa and got the puck out of the zone. So far, so good.
Puck to the blue line. It's going to be backhanded into the Iowa zone. Forced around to the blue line. Here goes Krebs. Krebs will float it up along the wall. Capone on the near side. Capone trying to go to the back door there. Had a man. It was Feist, and he just missed the net. Back along the near side, and now back into the Comet end. Mobley will flip it all the way down. Here's Janicki. Janicki with the puck on the right side. Plays it forward. Right side, Comets. Now into the Iowa zone with 4.5 to go here in the second. Janicki with the puck. Janicki on the far side. Up top to Schmerich. Schmerich's pass missed the man. Goes down to the corner. And now Janicki slices it up along the wall. Tied up along the far side, now Liardi, who will rim it around to Jalen Schmerich. Up top to Reese. Now right side, goes off the stick of Grube. Grube will reclaim it. He goes along the far side. Grube will hand it off to Tatayev, and the pass is going to be tipped out to center ice. And back it goes. The Heartlanders with it. Goes on the right side. It goes back in the Comet zone. Back on the left wing. Here's Schmerich. He'll get it back along the far side. Now in to the Iowa zone. 3:43 now to go in the second. Pass comes ahead, comes out to center ice, and now coming across the line is Coughlin. Coughlin goes off the end wall, chases after it. He picks it up, goes back along the near side, and gets it to Denoyes. Denoyes up along the wall, coming up top with it. Here's Coughlin in front of the net. Now it's tapped away. Back along the near side. Up along the wall, cycled down low to Denoyes. Denoyes behind the net with some room here. He's going to kick it up top to the blue line. And now, near side, Day got knocked down there, able to regain his feet, and now coming ahead is Aliardi. Got a man with him, 2-on-1. Aliardi drops it back, shot, save made by Mercer, sits there in the paint, and Mercer able to grab it and get a whistle. And that was Jalen Schmerich with the blast, and Mercer able to slow it down just enough to grab a hold. And we get a little dust up at the end of that play. And if you want to learn to fight like the pros, go to Unity Martial Arts on Stellhorn Road.
You talked about the Noyes down in the defensive zone in front of the net. In the last last 9 games, he's got 11 points. 9 of those are assists, so he's a playmaker down there. And the Comets were able to take care of business, then bring it all the way back and get an offensive chance of their own. That shot from Jalen, it was a real heavy shot. He's known for that, and difficult for the goaltender to make the save and control the rebound. And with Eliade crashing the net like that, almost able to get it behind him.
Under 3 to go here in the second. And the face-off to the right of Mercer. Magera will take the face-off. And it goes into the corner. Heartlanders win it. And it goes back into the Comet zone. And this will be an icing quickly on the Heartlanders. Tonight's game being brought to you by CareSource. CareSource offering benefits that go beyond health insurance, like a one-on-one help to find a steady job, access to healthy food, or dependable ride. When your life is better, your health can be better too. CareSource, care that connects. Face off to the right of the goaltender, Riley Mercer. Brown wins it up to McFall. Back it goes. Shot blocked, and McFall picks it up. He'll go behind the nets. McFall on the far side. Pass blocked. Goes down to the corner. There goes Brown after it. Now back behind the net. Scooped up along the near side. Goes down to the corner. Magera cycles it back along the far side. McFall gives it a poke. Goes behind the nets. And now back into the corner goes Kester. Kester backhands it. Comets take it away. That was Dufour down to Brown. Kicked back as it was poke checked away. And now the Heartlanders down on the right side. Goes down off the stick of Day. Goes down to Krebs. Cycles it around. Goes off the stick of Harsh. Harsh back on the left side. Takes it off the glass. No, it came off the stanchion. No one knows where it is. And it goes behind the net for McGuire. McGuire throws it towards the net. And a save made by Day.
That was wild. He had to have that totally on edge for it to hit the stanchion and go back. It went off the stanchion just about 2 or 3 feet in front of him. Both players looking down ice going, I know we threw it that way. How come it's, where the heck is it? And it was behind them, and that ended up being an opportunity for Iowa since they recognized it first, able to pick that up, move it onto the other side of the net, and get it in front for a shot on net. Day with the save and tying it up for the face-off. That was a strange one.
Face-off to the right of Day. And Grube in the drop. Comes up to the blue line. Oh, sent off. That goes off the crossbar. And that was just missed by Day, I think. Not sure if he got a clean look at that or not, but it looks like he just missed it. And it went off the crossbar and out of play.
Yeah, he had the mid up trying to catch it, but went on right past them. And like I said, hit the crossbar. So living dangerous, but got away with one on that one.
A drop.
Uh-oh.
Right side shot. That one goes high. And back to the far side. That was Sorensen. Here's another shot. Another save made by Day off the left leg. And now the Comets coming across the line. Capone. Shot. Score! Jaden Grube will get this one off the assist from Capone. And the Comets up 4-0.
Well, I mean, they're living right at this point. First, they get a shot from the blue line in that Day isn't able to catch with a glove, goes off the crossbar. We get away with one, and then a pass out in front. Yeah, Capone bringing it down, and it was, he had traffic in front of him. We didn't know exactly which way he was going to go with it, but Grube coming off the bench with a head of steam ends up feeding it to him, and he takes the shot and just beats him clean down low side.
Yeah, Capone now has 5 straight games to the point. 3 goals and 4 assists.
Number 82.
Comets needed that. They had to stop the pressure from the first 10 minutes of the period, got things turned around, and now they're drawing blood again.
1:35 to go here in the second period. Comets now up by 4. Puck goes down to Mercer, and a penalty is called. And we've got Denoyes and Aliardi, 2 veterans, going at it. And now everybody man it up along the far side near the Comet bench. Penalty was already called, and let's see who's going to pick up the second one here if we're going to have a retaliation penalty. I think the original call was going to go on Iowa, but let's see here as now the masses are starting to break up. If you want to learn to fight like the pros, go to Unity Martial Arts on Stellhorn Road, and there's Aliardi.
One thing we've learned from the captain, he not only can score, but he doesn't take any guff from anybody, and he's always the first one to go in and get his nose dirty. So,
well, the initial call was going to go against Aliardi, I think, because he is telling Denoyes, hey, you took a dive there. But let's see if he's going to get a retaliation call. Well, let's see. Right now, both doors are open, so Aliardi, is he or isn't he going into the box? Our referee, Tyler Haskell, trying to get somebody in there, and it's... Now we got... one man in for the Comets. I think that is Stonehouse. Now Aliardi goes in as well. Door is open for Iowa, but nobody's in it. But now Denoyes is being tracked down, and he is being escorted to the box. Looks like the Comets will get the short end of this. As we got 1:28 to go here in the second, the Comets lead it 4-0. Comets 1 of 1 on the power play here tonight. Is Jalen Sparrock out there talking to the referee, and yep, an extra 2 minutes up there to Aliardi. Coming up, we got the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Intermission show for you. Fiona Quinn's going to take you through that one, and she'll run down the scoring, the scoreboard, and the standings here in the ECHL. As here we are in mid-March. Most teams are well under 20 games yet to go, so those playoff races are starting to heat up, and she will take you through all of those. Comets, of course, trying to get even here with Toledo for the top spot in the Central. We can do that with 2 points. That'll pull us back in a tie with Toledo. We'll have identical records.
For Iowa's number 91, Elliot Denoye, 2 minutes for embellishment. For the Comets, number 9, Blake Murray, 2 minutes cross-checking. And for the Comets, number 42, Alex Aliardi, 2 minutes roughing. Time ball penalties, 18 minutes, 32 seconds. Iowa's 91, Denoye, 2 minutes for embellishment. Comets 9, Murray, 2 minutes cross-checking. And Comets 42, Aliardi, 2 minutes roughing. Time the penalties.
And there you have it. Comets will skate short-handed. It's a Ruoff Mortgage penalty kill. Face off to the left of Day. And we have got Capone to take the drop to start off this kill. Goes down to the corner. And up along the near side. Comets trying to work it out of the zone, and they do. Kester has it for Iowa. Moves on back into his own territory now. He'll play it to the right side. It's going to go off the end ball. Swirl it up along the far side. Groove gets a stick on it, but not out. It's going to come up top to Kester. Kester's going to float one over. Right side, Nelson sneak it in. Goes in to the corner. Jackson Nelson hands it off to Johnson. Johnson up top to the blue line with 1 minute to go in the period. Johnson, top of the circle. Down low, back to Johnson. Top of the circle, now on the dot, taking a shot, missed it wide. It's going to rim out of the zone, and Sorensen could not keep it in. And it goes all the way down into the Iowa zone. 36 seconds to go in the period. And it's Kester. Hands it off, and now we'll come across the line here. They're offside, yeah, so that will give us a whistle. With 25.1 seconds to go here in the second period. Looking to close this one out and take us into the third. The Comets, well, let's just say we've been pretty solid, hanging on to leads going into the third period. As the Comets pretty much unbeatable going into the third period with a lead.
Yeah, Comets did a good job just having traffic at the line to cause the offside. So let's see if they can continue to push them back.
Another quick offside on Iowa as Comets are 24-1-3 when leading after 2 periods of play. So looking to keep that up as well. We're going to have a penalty called here on Iowa. So that's going to even things up here.
Yeah, so Carabin going off.
2 minutes holding the stick. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 40 seconds. Iowa's 26 Carabin, 2 minutes holding the stick at 19:40.
So we got 19.9 seconds to go here in the second. And the face-off will be to the right of Riley Mercer. Aguero will take the face-off. We're skating 4-on-4 here. Everybody hits the deck as the puck stops there on the dot. And we're going to have playing the puck with a hand on Iowa. But they are disagreeing with the linesman. That's Max Patterson saying, hey, I got that with the stick. But the linesman saw otherwise. And that is going to take the puck out of the zone. Oh, and Patterson is going to get a penalty.
Well, all of a sudden, this is turning into being a pretty good advantage for the Comets. We went from shorter man to 4-on-4. Now we're going to be up.
Yeah, so a lot of real estate now. It's 4-on-3.
And only 15 seconds left to go in the period. So starting the third period, you're going to have about 30 seconds with a 4-on-3 and then 5-on-4.
7 seconds to go here in the period. It's Capone up along the wall. Capone up top to Schmerich. Down low to Ford. Gives it back. Here we go at the buzzer. And that is it. And Capone is going to get slashed there. And taking exception to that shot was Coughlin, but it was right there at the buzzer. I'm not sure why Coughlin's upset. I mean,
well,
Capone's not looking at the...
He's the pride of South Boston, all right? So you got an Irish guy. He's got an opportunity to hit. It's almost St. Patrick's Day. Come on.
So we'll see if he's going to pick up a penalty there. So taking a look at the shots on goal here tonight. It is 22-15 in favor of the Comets, and they're being brought to you by Ace Radiator. So Liam Coughlin having a talking to by the referee. And we'll see if anything comes of that. But it looks like the Comets will have a penalty power play to start up the third period here tonight. As already talking to the referee as well. And we are still out there discussing things now with the linesman. So coming up, we got the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Intermission show for you. As the Heartlanders still discussing things, and now they're going to go down into the tunnel. Now we can start up the Intermission show. We will be back. You are listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
Nelson, Mays, and Wonka, all famous Willies. But getting the Willies, it isn't fun. That creepy feeling you get when you see all your high-interest debt? Partners First Federal Credit Union has the cure for the Willies, with products that are designed to help you. Nothing brings out those Willies more than a mortgage, car loan, or high-interest credit card. Partners First can keep those Willies away. Just go to partnersfirstcu.org to get started. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community, part of your tomorrow. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. MLS number 405819.
Hey, have you thought about gifts for your clients this year?
I did, but I don't have time to buy and wrap and ship all those gifts.
That's why I love Poptique Popcorn. You can just send them the names of employees or clients you want to thank, and they handle everything. Packaging, putting your logos on, and shipping. It's so easy.
They handle everything?
Exactly. Your team and clients will love it. Delicious gourmet popcorn, beautifully packaged, and ready to impress.
Poptique Popcorn. Whether you're thanking customers for their business, celebrating employee birthdays, or recognizing work anniversaries, Poptique makes it easy. Send them a list, and they'll take care of the thank yous on a monthly basis. Visit PoptiquePopcorn.com to get started.
Hi, this is the Popcorn Colonel from Poptique Popcorn. My daughter started Poptique Popcorn, and I'm carrying on her dream. Stop by either of our 2 locations for free samples, Columbia City and downtown Fort Wayne. It's unique. Poptique Gourmet Popcorn. Check us out at popteakpopcorn.com.
Regular checkups and screenings are important to be healthy now and to stay well in the future. With same-day appointments and online scheduling, it's easy to make an appointment with Lutheran Health Physicians Primary Care. You can even see us from the comfort of your home with a telehealth visit. Make your appointment at LutheranHealthPhysicians.com and face your future with confidence. That's LutheranHealthPhysicians.com.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey. Goodwill empowers and prepares people for independence through training, personal growth, and work. When you shop in a Goodwill store, you are helping people with barriers to employment find a good job in our community. Goodwill has 8 stores in Northeast Indiana, and you can also shop 24 hours a day on shopgoodwill.com/Fort Wayne. Goodwill Industries serving Northeast Indiana since 1937. Donations are accepted at all Goodwill locations.
At A&S Property Maintenance, they provide comprehensive care for your property all year round. Their expertise in residential and commercial lawn mowing is just the start. From lawn care, fertilizing, and tree trimming to spring and fall cleanups, they're here to enhance your outdoor space. In winter, rely on them for prompt snow removal and salting services. Licensed and insured, serving Fort Wayne and surrounding areas. Visit them at AANDSproperty.com.
You can count on Rich's Auto Center for all of your automotive needs. They are a AAA approved repair facility, and their ASE certified technicians are equipped to handle everything from preventative maintenance, engine repairs, brake services, heating and air, to tire services and more. Their Napa Auto Care Center backs you with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Find them at richesautocenter.com. Give them a call at 260-747-8145 to schedule an appointment.
It's now time for the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Comets Intermission Show on 96.3 XKE, Fort Wayne's Classic Rock.
Welcome into the All-American Stores broadcast booth for this Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Intermission Show. I'm Fiona Quinn, taking you through our second intermission tonight as your Fort Wayne Comets are up 4-0 on the Iowa Heartlanders. And we're going to take a look at our Three Rivers Electric game summary to see how we got here. At 3:34, Austin McGarrah scored his team-leading 25th of the season. Harrison Reese and Jalen Smerek would get the assists. Then at 9:22, Josh Grohl with his 9th. Jaden Grube and Matt Capone would get the helpers. Finally, at 10:02, Matt Brown would get his 10th of the season. McGarrah would get his 2nd point. William Dufour his 1st assist. And that was it for the first period. In the second period, Jaden Grube extended the Comets' lead to 4. He scored his 7th of the season at 18:21. Capone and Stonehouse with the assists. Our Ace Radiator shots on goal. The Comets have 22. Iowa with 15. Iowa's 0 of 2 on the power play. The Comets are 0 of 4. Nathan Day has made 15 saves on 15 shots. Riley Mercer for the Heartlanders has made 18 saves on 22 shots. Jaden Grube got the first penalty of the game, a boarding minor at 12:43. Leskovar for the Heartlanders would start the second period off with a holding at 5:19. McGuire would get called for high sticking at 5:33. Desnoyer would get an embellishment call at 18:32. Aliardi would get a roughing minor at 18:32, and Blake Murray with a cross check also at 18:32. Then to cap off the end of the second period, Carabin for the Heartlanders would get a holding the stick call at 19:40. 4 seconds later, Max Patterson would get a delay of game face-off infraction for a hand pass out of the faceoff. Our faceoffs for the second period, Austin Magera won 3 of 7, so he has a total of 8 of 13. Blake Murray won 4 of 6, so his total is 7 of 11. Jaden Grube has won 3 of 5, so his total is looking at 5 out of 8. Trevor Janicki won 4 of 1, so his 2-period total is 3 of 7. And finally, Matt Brown took a single faceoff and he won it in the second. So that is all she wrote. And that's all she wrote for the Three Rivers Electric game summary. We're going to take a break and come back with a look at the scores around the ECHL. So stay with us. You are listening to the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Intermission Show here on 96.3 XKE.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
It's intermission time, so the expert therapists at Indiana Physical Therapy want to remind you to stretch. That's it. Get up and stretch. Stretch those legs, arms, shoulders, and neck. Stretching helps with daily physical activities, helps decrease your risk of injuries, and increases blood flow to your muscles. Take steps towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. And if you ever need physical therapy, Indiana Physical Therapy has over 19 locations to help get you back moving. No doctor's referral is needed. Just go to indianapt.com to schedule your visit today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Get the latest headlines in your inbox with the Komets newsletter from the Journal-Gazette. Coverage includes profiles, previews, analysis, and game highlights. Go to journalgazette.net/newsletter to sign up. Other newsletter topics include events, education, health, food, government, opinion, and daily headlines. And for a limited time, you can get full digital access to the Journal-Gazette for as low as $2.78 a week or $12.99 a month. Get top-line Komets coverage from the Journal-Gazette.
Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in providing hand protection for everyone. Every day, every job, every season. Their product line includes a full range of performance leathers, utility grippers, and line gloves, as well as a large assortment of garden gloves and accessories. Don't forget about the kids. Midwest Gloves and Gear partners with the top licenses to provide a full line of gloves and gear for the garden and also for cold weather. They've got Paw Patrol, Peppa Pig, and PJ Masks. When you need hand protection, think Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Every day, every job, every season for over 60 years.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn if Auto Owners make sense for you.
And now, back to the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Komets Intermission Show on 96.3 XKE, Fort Wayne's Classic Rock.
Welcome back into the All-American Stores broadcast booth for this Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Intermission Show. We are in the middle of the second intermission here at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum, where your Fort Wayne Komets lead the Heartlanders 4-0. But we're going to take a look now at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard, Meijer, where you get the rewards without the work, to see what the other teams around the ECHL are doing. And we have two games that have gone final. The Florida Everblades lost to the Atlanta Gladiators 4-1 in Duluth, Georgia. And the Reading Royals won 1-0 over the Wheeling Nailers. We have one game that is currently going on. That is Norfolk 5 at Worcester 2, with 5:05 remaining in the third period. And we have one game that has yet to get underway. The Kansas City Mavericks are at Tahoe. And that is a look at our Meijer out-of-town scoreboard. Remember to put in your MPerks ID every time you check out. So we're a little bare on the games tonight, but what we are not bare on is the standings. So we're going to just shift over to the standings, where most teams are reaching that 55 game mark. Your Fort Wayne Komets are in game 55 tonight. We already have one team who has clinched their playoff spot. We're going to start down in the Western Conference Mountain Division, where the Kansas City Mavericks have clinched their playoff position. They have 91 points with 16 games remaining. The Idaho Steelheads in that second place spot with 74 points. The Allied Americans with 67. The Tahoe Night Monsters have 61. But there's still a few teams in that playoff race. The Wichita Thunder, they have 55 points. The Utah Grizzlies with 50, and the Rapid City Rush with 49. To round out the mountain, the Tulsa Whalers have 41 points. We're going to skip over the Central Division for right now and move to the Eastern Conference North Division, where the Wheeling Nailers have 74 points. They are followed closely by the Maine Mariners, who have 71, the Adirondack Thunder with 70. The Reading Royals right now in that fourth place spot with 63 points. The Worcester Railers have 57. The Trois-Rivières Lion with 56. The Norfolk Admirals have 47 points. And the Greensboro Gargoyles, pretty much out of it, they have 38 points. They are dead last in the league. In the South Division, Florida Everblades are still on top. They have 82 points, followed by the South Carolina Stingrays with 75. The Atlanta Gladiators have 73. And currently in that fourth place spot are the Savannah Ghost Pirates. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits, they're 10 points behind. They have 50. The Orlando Solar Bears with 49 points. And the Jacksonville Icemen have 48. Now, the division that matters the most to us is the Central. So currently, the Toledo Walleye have 74 points. With them being idle tonight, the Comets could catch up to tie that first place spot. Your Fort Wayne Comets, coming into tonight's action, have 72 points. Then we have that gap. The Indy Fuel have 61 points. The Bloomington Bison are in that fourth place spot, but that fourth place spot is still up for grabs. Bloomington, they currently have 58 points. Kalamazoo with 56, and the Cincinnati Cyclones with 55. Tonight's opponent, the Iowa Heartlanders, they are in that seventh place spot with 43 points. And that is a look at the standings. We actually have some games tomorrow. Toledo is at Savannah. Florida is at Atlanta. Wichita is at Rapid City. And Tulsa is at Utah. Your Fort Wayne Comets are back in action on Friday down in Indy. And you can hear that game right here on 96.3 XKE. And that is actually all for the Three Rivers Federal Credit Union Intermission Show. So thank you for listening. We will be back with the second period with Shane Albarani and Fred Bean right here on 96.3 XKE.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Comets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com.
When injury strikes, turn to Parkview Ortho Express. We specialize in treating sports-related injuries, so you can count on high-quality urgent care for sprains, breaks, tears, joint pain, and more. With locations in Fort Wayne and Huntington, we make it easy to get quick and reliable orthopedic care. No referral or appointment necessary. Call 260-266-4007 or visit parkview.com/orthoexpress.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Comets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
At Elmo's, they offer fresh, made-for-you pizza, subs, wings, salads, and more. Stop by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Be sure to try a premium breakfast pizza loaded with sausage gravy, scrambled eggs, and mozzarella cheese. Serving the Comets fan community for 100 years with ice-cold fountain drinks, the freshest coffee, and fantastic food featuring Elmo's Pizza and subs. Why go anywhere else? With food this good, you won't believe you're at a gas station. Lasses, since 1925, we are your hometown convenience store.
Hey, y'all, this is singer-songwriter
songwriter Riley Green, and my idea of a good time is grabbing a guitar, a few good friends, and some cold and smooth Busch Lights. Pick up a case of your own this weekend. No guitar needed.
Busch. Enjoy responsibly. 2024 Anheuser-Busch Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey y'all, this is singer-songwriter Riley Green, and my idea of a good time is grabbing a guitar, a few good friends, and some cold and smooth Busch Lights. Pick up a case of your own this weekend. No guitar needed.
Busch. Enjoy responsibly. 2024 Anheuser-Busch Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Discover North Star Mortgage, where education meets excellence in mortgage financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned real estate investor, it's crucial to have a reliable mortgage team on your side. Their commitment to excellent communication and accessibility ensures you're never alone in the process. Experience a faster, easier, and more affordable journey home with North Star Mortgage. Call or text Rich Galbraith at 705-6952 to get started today.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy. 855-666-4289.
Hey, this is Malik Ali from the Indiana Tech men's hockey team, and you're listening to Comets Hockey and 96.3 XKE.
We are back live here at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Fred Bean taking you through this one here tonight. It is our first Source Bank first puck drop here in the third period. Comets up 4-0. And we are on a power play. It is of the 4-on-3 variety with a fresh 20 minutes up on the scoreboard. And we are set and ready to go. Austin McGarrett will take the face-off. He picked up goal number 25 on the season early on in this one. Now he stands in to take the face-off. All right. So no penalty handed out there at the end of the second period. As we thought maybe Leon Coughlin was going to get a slashing call, but nothing there. And back we go. We are underway. Here's the Heartlanders clearing the zone quickly. It's going to go down to Nathan Day. He will stop the puck, and now he'll slide it on over to Jalen Schmerich. Now right side to DeFore. DeFore coming across the line. Stick handles, kicks it back, and the pass was tipped. Now the Comets still got it. Here's McGarrett along the near side. Up top to Brown. He'll hand it off to Dufour. He throws it over to Brown. Back it goes to Schmerich off the heel of a stick, but Dufour still able to get to it. Dufour. Back it goes to Jalen on the high slot over right side. Dufour had a man on the back door. Couldn't hit him. Now back along the far side. Comets now got a two-man advantage here. Here we go. Down low. Tipped back along the near side. And now back up top to Jalen. Right side Dufour. Uh-oh. He lost the puck, and it's going to be a breakaway for the Heartlanders. In on Day, and they score. Johnny Sorensen will get it. And the shutout has been broken up, and the Comets give one up on a two-man power play.
Well, like I was saying earlier in the game, Shane, the one thing the Comets need to work on is their 5-on-3. It just seems like there's too much space for them, and they get caught like that. Sorensen's one of their leading scorers, and in the last 12 games, he's got 8.6 goals. So having him take the puck was dangerous coming out of the zone, and he was able to beat Dave 5-hole.
So the good news is we're still on a power play. I got 40 seconds to go on the first penalty, 43 seconds to go on the second. And now it's going to go down into the Comet zone. Harrison Reese after it. It's 4-1 now. Comets still in control as Harrison Reese will move it to Kirill Tatayev. Will come across the line. Now Aliardi up along the wall. Sends it back to the blue line. Harrison Reese in the high slot. Back along the wall to Kirill. Now down low to Aliardi. Now to Reese. Reese can't pull the trigger. Goes back to Capone. Now to Reese. Capone top of the circle. Slides it over. Pass behind Kirill. Tatayev back up top to Reese in the high slot. Moves it back in front. The pass was blocked, and it's picked up. And that's Kester getting rid of it. And two men out of the box, and we're back to 5-on-5.
And when you're down big in the game and you're down in the standings, I mean, you could take the risk, and that's almost too many men on the ice.
Yeah, the Comets turns into a turnover as Sorensen goes down the length of the ice. Nice job by Krebs. Now it comes up to the blue line. Heartlanders with it, a shot blocked. And now it goes back along the near side. Comets grabbing it, and it's Matt Miller. Matt Miller coming across the line, flipped into the corner. And it's Janicki, sends it towards the net. It's going to be tipped wide back along the far boards. Comes up along the wall, and Tatayev with it. Sends it back. Oh, pass was behind Feist. And back it goes. Off the stick of Janicki. And now back to Riley Mercer, who will stop the puck. And the Heartlanders move it along the near side. To the neutral territory goes Reese Harsh. He rims it down low. And now Stonehouse steps in the way, goes behind the nets. Stonehouse locks up there. The net comes up a bit, but now it falls back down. It was not dislodged, so play will continue. And now the puck will get back into the Iowa zone. Behind the net, Carabin now feeds it forward. And now coming across the line, the Heartlanders into the corner. Up along the near side, coming up top of the blue line. That's going to be offside. Heartlanders couldn't quite keep that in, and it's going to result in a whistle. Face-off coming up just outside the Comet line. Tonight's game being brought to you by Marathon. Sign up for Marathon Rewards with a Marathon app and fill up at area Marathon locations to save big on Comet tickets all season long. Face-off just outside the Comet line, and it goes to Jalen Schmerich. Now Harrison Reese on the right side, and no, did not hit the stick of Dufour. So that is an icing call.
Things starting off pretty choppy the first 4 minutes here. And, Comets need to settle down a little bit, get back to doing what they do.
Face off to the left of Nathan Day. He's turned aside 15 of 16 shots here tonight. And McGarrett will take the face off. Max Patterson will be his opponent. And the drop goes along the far side. Shot blocked. Comets will pick it up. And here we go. Matthew Brown leading the charge. Sends it back to Dufour. Pass behind him, trying to get it to McGarrett. That was broken up. Now Denoyer has it for the Heartlanders. He's covered up nicely there by McGarrett. It goes back behind the net in the Comet zone. Tied up in the corner. Comets give it a kick. Now Denoyer gets it free. Denoyer still on it. Looking around, a shot, and he scores. And now it's a 2-goal lead.
Well, we talked about this in the second period. We've been to this movie before. The Comets let the teams crawl back into the game here at home for some reason. So let's go. 16 minutes. Let's play some hockey.
Yeah, nobody bodied up Denoyer. Went right to the slot right there to the hash marks and had a clean look at Day. And now it's 4-2. And they've scored 2 here in less than 4 minutes. So it's settled down here. Remember, the Comets gave up a shorthanded goal there to start the scoring. The Comets had a 5-on-3. And that was the Heartlanders' 6th shorty of the season. And the 5th shorthanded goal the Comets have given up this season. But now it's 4-2. And the Comets get a penalty for the Troubles as well. It's a Ruoff Mortgage penalty kill as Harrison Reese in the box. And, well, in quite the quandary right now as the Comets give up 2 early, and now it's a Ruoff Mortgage penalty kill. And the Heartlanders now flipping it in. It goes off the end while Day collects it. He'll push it to the far side. Grube will find a spot, and it's going to go down into the Heartlanders zone. Kester's got the puck. Kester will come out to the center line, drops it on back, and now on the left side. Denoyer coming across the line. He'll flip it off the end wall, goes down in the corner. Now Harsh will move it back along the near side. Sorensen coming up top of the blue line. Kester with a shot, and that was deflected just wide. And now Reese Harsh has the puck. Harsh on the right side. Will flip it down on Mercer. He will glove it down, and we got 1:06 to go on the penalty kill. Back he goes. Sorensen to the right side. He'll get it to Jerry Leone. Stick handles, trying to get past Krebs. And the puck goes into the corner. Feist. Now back off the end wall. Sorensen will backhand it up along the wall. Coughlin stepping up. Hanging on to it. Gets it back to Sorensen. Now in the high slot. Over to the right side. Top of the circle. Down low. In front. We got a scramble for it. And it's going to go off the side of the net. That was Sorensen on the backhander. And back along the near side, behind the net. Coughlin up top to Jerry Leone. Now to Kester in the slot, left side, now to Sorensen. Sorensen at the blue line. We're down to 24 seconds to go in the kill. And the Comets able to take it away. Coming across the line here, Stonehouse, right side, kicks it back. Shot, no, it's blocked. That was Feist. Tried dragging it around the defenseman. Got it taken away, and we got 10 seconds to go on the kill. Now we got Coughlin coming across the line, hands it off, goes back up along the wall. Jerry Leone sends it up, top of the circle, left side, shot, missed it wide. Man coming out of the box, and here's Kirill Tatayev on the left side, got to step on his man. He's tripped up, and a penalty is called, and look at this. Kirill Tatayev also got cross-checked right into the nets, and that is not going to go unpunished. And now everyone bodying up. That was Cameron Butler, who I think was going to get the initial call, and he just decided to finish off Tatayev, and now everybody grabbing a man, and everybody dragging everybody down to the mat. And if you want to learn to fight like the pros, go to Unity Martial Arts on Stellhorn Road. And now order is trying to be reestablished. And the Comets, I think, are going to get a power play here. Or maybe not, or maybe both doors are open here, but I think the initial call was going to go on Butler.
Yeah, they should definitely be getting an extra two. That was dirty, that was cheap, and dangerous. And good to see Tatayev back up. I know he was shaken up by hitting the goal post on that.
And that was Butler. He was going after Grube there, trying to get Grube to drop the mitts, but we'll just take the power play here. 13:52 to go in the third. We got a timeout. We'll sort this out. And you're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
Are you ready for the winning smile of a Comets fan? Look no further than the official team dentist of the Fort Wayne Comets, Harrison Dental Group. With 4 locations across the city and accepting most insurance for your convenience, your smile is their goal. Their team of skilled doctors can handle most dental issues right in-house, ensuring your comfort and peace of mind. For appointments, visit harrisondentalgroup.com or call 260-747-4747. Don't trust just anyone with your smile. Trust the professionals who keep the Comets in top form. Harrison Dental Group.
Let's talk employee benefits. Should we use an HMO, a POS, or a PPO? If we get an HDHP, we could add an HSA or maybe even an FSA or HRA.
Choosing your company's health coverage can be complicated. When you have questions, there's only 3 letters you need to know: PHP. We can help you make sense of your options and all the acronyms. For local service, customized coverage, and the region's largest provider network, visit partnerwithphp.com.
Hey, I'm Aiden Dufort with the Indiana Tech men's hockey team, and you're listening to Comets Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
All right, we're still sorting this one out. It looked like Butler went into the dressing room as Patterson gets in the box for Iowa. Reese Harsh is in there for the Comets. So far, nothing up on the scoreboard, but I'd say we probably should come out positive here, because Butler with a blatant slash on Tatayev, and for some reason just decided to cross-check him right into the goalpost. So we're still figuring this one out. So to reset here, we got 13:52 to go in the third. Comets lead it 4-2. It was 4-0 going into this period, but the Heartlanders pick up 2 quick ones inside of 4 minutes. One on a 5-on-3 power play, shorthanded for the Heartlanders.
Yeah, Tatayev's had one of those games I'd like to forget. He had three golden opportunities where he was.
Here are the penalties for Iowa's number 12, Max Patterson, 2 minutes roughing.
For Iowa's number 42, Cameron Butler, 2 minutes tripping, 2 minutes cross-checking, and a 10-minute misconduct for continuing an altercation. For the Comets, number 3, Reese Harsh, 2 minutes roughing. Time of the penalties, 6 minutes, 8 seconds. Once again, Iowa's 12, Patterson, 2 minutes roughing. Iowa's 42, Butler, 2 minutes tripping, 2 minutes cross-checking, and a 10-minute misconduct for continuing an altercation. And for the Comets, 3, Harsh, 2 minutes roughing. Time of the penalties, 6:08. It's time for Hoosier Lottery Powerball Power Play. Tonight's section of the game is section.
All right, so the Comets' 5th power play of the match. We've had 2 5-on-3s tonight and haven't been able to score. And we gave up a shorty, so now time to get one back here. So 4-2 is our score, and the referee, Tyler Haskell, going over and doing the math for Coach Jesse Calicky. But 2 minutes, or 4 minutes, is given to Butler and a 10-minute misconduct. So it's the dreaded 2-goal lead here in the third. And the Comets are going to get a power play.
And they get an opportunity to change that. Get you off your 2-goal nervousness. But I started to say, put the tie. 3 times he was in golden positions, and the pass was off the mark, and he was unable to get the scoring opportunity he set himself up for. And then finally he taking matters into his own hand, bringing it over the blue line, had a clear path into the net, gets tripped, then gets cross-checked into the goal. It's like, oof, some games it just doesn't go your way.
Well, we're going to start with the face-off outside of the Heartlanders zone. Still waiting for the penalties to come up on the scoreboard here. And still some confusion as referee Tyler Haskell going over and talking to the Iowa bench. And I think they got to get somebody else in the box, yeah, because with the 10-minute misconduct. So Johnson now will get into the sin bin. And now we're ready to go. McGarrett will take the face-off.
Eventually.
There we go. And the puck goes back to Jalen Schmerich. Schmerich will bounce back towards his own goaltender. And now he'll give it over to William Dufour. Dufour will find Schmerich. Pass tipped, and now the Comets got to regroup. Here's Schmerich back in his own territory. Schmerich will turn the corner with it. Angles it on back, and here is Kirill Tatayev getting it to Dufour. Dufour slides it ahead, and back it goes. And Dufour now has it top of the circle. Up top to Jalen. Jalen at the blue line takes a shot. Save made by Mercer. The rebound is going to go into the corner. Comets cycle it around to Dufour. Dufour along the far side. Goes down low. Now return to Dufour. Up top to Jalen. Goes off his stick. And the Comets now got to pick it back up. Coming across the line here. It's going to go to the far side. In front to Tatayev. Over it goes. Oh, Haliardi was right there. Puck was rolling on him. Could not get a stick on it. Now it goes over to Kirill in front. Knocked away. It was Haliardi again. And what do we got? Whistle blows.
Too many men on the ice. They got 5 on the ice.
Now let's see here. Well, Mercer came out to poke check that away from Haliardi. It was just enough to disrupt him.
But you had an Iowa player come off the bench and cross it over the blue line in our defensive zone.
So we got 2:49 left on the penalties to Iowa, and we get a stoppage here. His play was coming up the ice, back into the Comet end, but some discussion here. So we're having a little trouble with this third period here tonight. So we've been, like you said, Fred, a little choppy. And now half the Iowa team is out there. Well, there's some blood on the ice, right in the neutral zone. I'm not sure if that's what caused the stoppage here. Now the gate is opening to the Komets penalty box.
Comet penalty to number 95, Jalen Smerrick. A double minor, 4 minutes, high sticking. Time the penalty, 7 minutes, 20 seconds. Comets 95, Smerrick. A double minor, 4 minutes, high sticking. Time the penalty, 7:20.
Well, there's our answer. And it's Jalen Smerrick with his hands up in the air trying to figure out what he did wrong. As we take a look at the replay here. Oh.
Wow. That's the penalty?
Yeah, that's what caused the blood, and Schmerich was just coming across the line here. He passed the puck, and he just kind of had his stick up. He was not making a motion, to...
Yeah, I mean, the Iowa player was doing what he's supposed to do, and that is make contact with Schmerich, but...
That's what Jalen was saying. It was just merely a follow-through on the pass.
Yeah, inadvertent stick at best.
So we got 4-on-4 here with 12:40 to go in the third. Then Iowa's going to have a power play.
We are not making this easy on ourselves.
Yeah, we're making this a little complicated as Matthew Brown now has the puck. Brown on the right side coming across the line. Brown now shakes around, goes behind the net. Brown will take it up along the wall. Hands it off to Krebs. Krebs back along the far side to Brown. Brown will find Feist at the top of the circle. Now he hands it off, and now Murray taking a shot. Missed it wide, and back along the near side. Into the corner goes Krebs. Krebs will cycle it around, come back along the near side, and now Brown's just going to take it out of the zone. So Brown goes back into his own territory, and Brown goes behind Nathan Day. He'll give it over to Jaden Grube. Grube behind the net. He'll move it along the left side, and now it's going to be Grube. Handed it off to Dufour. Dufour along the far side, coming across the line. Lost the handle on it, and now the Heartlanders with it. Dufour in the corner. Comes up along the wall, now rolls down to Mercer. He'll play it to the far side, and now it comes out to center ice. Heartlanders gain the Comet line, goes down into the corner. Jackson Nelson behind the net. Now Sorensen with the puck. Sorensen along the far side. Still 4-on-4 for another 128. And Sorensen along the far side. To the blue line. Sorensen still dancing around, getting away from everybody. Sorensen still on the puck.
McFall lost his stick.
Left side to Nelson. And Nelson back behind the net. In front. Oh, just missed it wide. That was Thomas Stewart. And now it gets out of the zone. Heartlanders with the puck. McDermott on the left side. Carries it across the line. Got some room on the left wing. Takes a shot. Save made by Day. And now Jerry Leone goes in the corner. Jerry Leone got it taken off his stick, but now he gets it right back. Jerry Leone top of the circle. Coming up top with it. And now on the left side. Drops it back to Sorensen. Sorensen on the near wall. Now on the left side. Back up along the wall. And now Kester is going to go behind the net. Kester's along the far side. Gets it into the corner. In front. Look out. And this goes wide. Oh, they had a wide open net as Day was drawn down. Luckily, they missed it. And the Heartlanders back in their own territory. But nice job there by Capone. Capone takes the puck away. Takes Kester's into the end wall. And we're halfway done here in the third. And the Heartlanders about to go on a power play. Puck rattles up top to the blue line. High slot Krebs looking for a shot. Takes it. It's deflected. Now Janicki into the corner. And now the Heartlanders on a power play for 105. Janicki gets bumped from behind. Heartlanders are able to muscle along the left side. And now it flipped into the Comet zone. Off the end wall goes Krebs. Oh, gave it away. Coming up top of the blue line. And now a nice job there by Stonehouse. Got a stick on it, and it goes back into the Iowa zone with 45 seconds to go on the power play. Heartlanders with the puck. And now they'll come across the line here.
Yeah, literally. He tripped over the blue line.
To the far side, it's going to be Grube. Grube trying to tie it up. Goes off a stick, and now behind the net, McFall. McFall behind the net. Looks around, has an open man. It's Krebs. Has Grube getting behind the D. Couldn't get it to him, but it's going to go all the way down. Comets on a penalty kill for another 13 seconds. And the Heartlanders have got it. Out to center ice. Flipped in. And it goes off the end wall. Aliardi goes after it. Aliardi behind the net. Gives it over to Krebs. Krebs along the far side. The Comets have killed it off. So we're back to 5-on-5. 8.5 to go here in the third period. It's 4-2 Comets. Puck goes down to Nathan Day. It goes to Krebs behind the net. He'll move it to the far side to Tatayev. He'll backhand it all the way in to the Iowa zone. Heartlanders with the puck. Pass comes ahead. Here is Sorensen at center ice. Hands it off to Coughlin. Coughlin with a shot. That ricochets around to the far side to Tatayev. We'll move it back along the near side. Puck jumps forward in neutral territory. Tatayev trying to run over his man. Schmerich stops it at the blue line. And the Comets now golf it back into Iowa territory. Heartlanders with the puck. Will turn the corner with it. Comes out to center ice. Now on the left wing. And the Comets move it back into the Iowa zone. Matthew Brown on the near side. Lost his stick. Chip to the far side. Magera picks it up. Sends it towards the net, but it's knocked away. And now the Heartlanders trying to catch the Comets coming across the line. Shot and a save made by Day. Goes behind the nets. Puck comes to the far side. Oh, missed pass, and that's going to go for an icing on the Comets. With 7:24 to go here in the third.
Yeah, right idea. Had DeFore all alone out there. Just tried to get him the puck. Put it just a little bit too much in front of him. Bounced off the boards and went all the way down for an icing.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by Hayes & Sons. When water, fire, mold, or storm damage strikes your home or business, you and a hometown team you can trust. Call the team the Comets call. Hayes & Sons. Learn more at haysonssons.com/Comets. Comets take it off the glass and out of the zone. And Brown racing up along the far side. It's going to go down off the end wall. And now cycle to the far side. It's going to come out to Feist. Feist back to the near side. Goes off the glass. And back it goes to Krebs. Back along the near side. Magera has it. And out of the far side it goes. Here's Feist. Sends it around. And back up along the wall. Here's Brown. Back into the corner. Goes off the stick of Dufour. And now McDermott moves it to the far side. And now chip back up along the wall. And now it's going to be Stewart with it for the Heartlanders. Sends it forward. Comets are there to defend it. And now Matt Miller picking it up. Miller along the far side. Goes off the stick of Janicki. Janicki up along the wall. Up top to Schmerich. A drive and a save made by Mercer. With 6:28 to go here in the third. And we have got a timeout. We're going to the Old American Stores bathroom break. Comets 4, Heartlanders 2. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
With Marathon Rewards, you can save up to $1 a gallon, and you'll earn every time you refuel. So when you stop in to fill up your tank, you're also banking rewards at the same time. It's a little move we like to call the Tank and Bank. And to be frank, joining Marathon Rewards couldn't be more straightforward. I guess now that makes it a frank Tank and Bank situation. Sign up online, from our app, and even at the pump. At participating locations, terms and conditions apply.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask Jacob Insurance Services in Angola if auto owners make sense for you.
Fort Wayne Comet Hockey from the 96.3 XKE studio is powered by Indiana Tech's online classes. Indiana Tech, go for it. WXKE Churubusco is 96.3 XKE. Fort Wayne's classic rock.
Getting down to it here in the third. We got 6:28 to go here. Shane and Fred taking you through this Wednesday night's. Comets looking to hang on and get back in to share first place with the Toledo Walleye with a victory here tonight. All right, it's going to get out to neutral territory. Here's Reese Harsh on the right side. Flips it off the end wall, goes down to the corner, and now back along the far side. All the way out of the zone. It's going to be Reese Harsh picking it up. Harsh along the far side. Harsh fumbles a little bit, has Sorensen on his back, and he's going to drag him into the corner here in Comet territory. Tied up along the far side, kicks it back in the corner. Sorensen will cycle it back along the near wall. And it's tied up. Now it's going to pop loose, going to get out of the zone. And now up along the far side. Reese Harsh back at the blue line. And the pass comes ahead to Capone. Capone coming across the line. And Capone goes into the corner trying to get it to Aliardi. And Capone's just going to skate with it. He goes along the far side. Trying to get around Sorensen. Taps at it. Goes on the dot. Cross ring pass. Oh, trying to get it through too many bodies. And it's intercepted, but Capone's going to get it back. He'll shovel it to Grube. Grube coming across the line. Now Dufour getting in front. Here's Reese with a shot and a save made by Mercer. Nice looking play there, but Harrison Reese couldn't get much on that shot. And Mercer makes the stop.
Yeah, good work by Capone. We saw that in the short-handed situation as well. Individual effort, was able to get the puck down deep and carry it down low. And then on the offensive side, he just kept on working with the puck and didn't see the opportunity. Went around the barn, came up top, and then finally able to get something going. Good work on Capone's part.
So 5:19 to go here in the third. 4-2 Comets. Take a look at the Ace Radiator shots on goal tonight. 25-20 now in favor of the Fort Wayne Comets. Reminder, Comets have got 3 games this weekend, so after that 9-day break, we're getting right back in it with 4 games and 5 nights. So we're going to see Indy down in Fishers on Friday. We're going to go to Bloomington on Saturday and then back home Sunday to the Indy Fuel, as it is going to be, well, going to be a march towards the finish here in the Central Division. You got the Comets and Toledo there just going back and forth for the top spot in the Central. So they're pretty safe as far as getting into the playoffs, but still a ways to go. But that 3rd and 4th spot very much up for grabs, as everybody's still alive for the most part, with the exception of maybe this Iowa team. But right now they're hanging tough against the Comets, who are trying to get back into first place. Face off to the left of Mercer, and Grube will take the drop. It's going to go down to the corner, and now back along the far side. Up along the wall, Comets give it a tap, and now it's going to be lifted out to center ice, and the Heartlanders will carry it across the line. Left side, Luke Mobley trying to go to the net. There's a shot and a save made by Day, as Harrison Reese was trying to do everything to slow him up but avoid a penalty. But Nathan Day makes the stop.
Yeah, good play on Iowa's part. He had the puck up along the boards, and Reese had position on him, but he dipped his shoulder, made a move around him, and he got the leverage to get behind Reese. And as you said, Reese just trying to bother him enough not to be able to get a good look at the net and beat Day, and he succeeded in doing that without drawing the penalty. So good recovery by Reese on that.
Face off to the right of Day. And Grube tasked with the drop, and it goes off the stick of Feist. Feist will take it off the glass, comes up to the blue line. He'll take it off the end while Krebs is there. He'll find a spot on the far side, and it's tipped back out to the neutral zone. To the left side, Heartlanders with it. They quickly re-enter the Comet zone. They'll dump it in. McGarrett is there. He flips it to the blue line. It's going to get out of the zone and right back into Heartlander territory. Heartlanders with the puck in their own territory. Pass comes forward. And the Heartlanders flip it down to Feist. Feist is there, turns it back. And the Comets now coming across the line, but we're offside. Brown will peel off. He'll give it away to Patterson. Now on the left side, pass comes back to Denoyer and back into the Comet end. Into the corner goes Aliardi. Aliardi behind the net. He revs up, goes along the right side. There's McGarrett, avoids a stick check. He's going to push it back into the Iowa zone. Fed along to the near side. It's Harsh back into the corner. Aliardi behind the net. Aliardi on the right side here in Iowa territory. Aliardi looks around, flips it to Schmerich in the high slot, takes a shot. That was blocked. And the Heartlanders, back they come. Luke Mobley on the left side. Gives it to Coughlin. Coughlin in the corner, sends it wide. Here's a shot. That's going to miss wide. It's going to rim out of the zone. Heartlanders track after it. And back it goes to Kester. Now back on the right side. Flip back along the far boards. Heartlanders with the puck. In their own territory. Coughlin behind the net. Gives it back to Kester along the far side. And now it's saucered back on the left side to Coughlin. Coughlin flips it into the Comet zone. Goes back in the corner. There goes McFall. McFall will move it over to DeFore. DeFore sends it ahead. Goes off the skate of Rube and back into the Iowa zone. Into the corner. Here in Iowa territory. Patterson trying to get it. Goes back behind the net. And now back along the left side. Pass comes ahead. It goes back in the Comet zone all the way down. There goes McFall. And icing is going to be the marker on the Heartlanders.
Well, just under 3 minutes left to go. Comets with the face-off down low. Win this and start hitting some zone play. Keep some pressure on. Keep the goaltender between the pipes.
Face off to the right of Mercer. Murray in the drop. And it goes off the wall and back to Krebs. Now to Feist back in his own blue line. Goes off the stick of Brown. Goes off the end wall. And back up along the near side. Here's Brown. Takes it back off the end wall. And now Dufour tracks after it. Sends it back around, and going around is Feist back in the corner. Murray could not collect it, and the Heartlanders will send it down length of the ice, and puck is going to ride on its edge with 2:20 to go. Comets up by 2. It's 4-2 Comets. So we've led it all the way through here tonight. Pass comes along the near side. Comets will catch up to it. Here's Murray coming across the line. He'll flip it down low as he gave it to Brown. Now back along the far side. Kester has it for the Heartlanders, and 2 minutes to go. To the left side, Comets able to poke it on back, and now Kester has it now to Sorensen. Sorensen on the left side, and now trying to get Riley Mercer off for the extra skater. Mercer comes out to the hash marks, but the Comets keep pressuring him. And now the Heartlanders able to skate forward with it. Now the goaltender is going to go off for the extra attacker. Goes behind the net. Here's Day to the far side. Empty net. The Comets will make a bid. Goes all the way down. And that one is just wide right for an icing call.
Schmerich tried from his own goal line to get that one down. He just missed it.
So it's an icing call, and the face-off down to the Comet zone. So an empty net again. 1:32 to go here in the match.
Yeah, Bagheera's got to pull this one back.
Now Jalen Schmerich, I think he needs a new stick. So now Schmerich will re-enter the game, and the face-off will be to the left of Nathan Day. Here's the drop. Goes along the far side, and it goes into the corner. Brace Harshel on the far side. Tatayev trying to get to it for the Heartlanders. They have Denoye. Denoye on the near side with 1:20 to go. And Denoye behind the net. Magera disrupts the play. Now Schmerich trying to get to it, and it comes up top to the blue line. Nelson over the far side, one-timer, and a save made by Day. Now it's Sorensen who let that go. Sorensen opened the scoring with a shorthanded breakaway goal when the Comets had a two-man advantage in the first minute of the play here in the third period. That seems like it was a week ago, as this third period has taken some time. So we got 1:06 now to go.
Final minute. Pull it back. Let's go. Do it like you just did. They killed off about a minute there, just keeping them from getting control of the puck and getting that shot off.
Here's the drop. And McFall on the far side trying to chip it out of there. Tied up along the wall, and we got a minute left in the contest. Behind that, Heartlanders with the puck. They'll go along the left side. Johnson up top of the blue line. To Kester. Kester now in the high slot. Back over one-timer, and it's going to go wide of the net. Back up along the near side. Goes in the corner. We got 40 seconds to play. And now Janicki up along the near side. Goes down into the corner. Heartlanders going to the net. A shot and a save made by Nathan Day. Can't hang on to it. Puck is loose. Day able to get back up on his feet. And now they'll send it wide of the net. Sorensen the far side with 20 seconds to go. Up top to Johnson. Lets it go. Komets will block it now. Janicki on the right side. Janicki makes a bid, and he scores. Makes it 5-2.
Well, some miscommunication on the Comets' defensive side allowed Iowa to walk right in and get a beautiful scoring opportunity. They end up making a great save, shut the door on it, and subsequently the puck comes bouncing back out. And an opportunity for the empty net of Janicki to be able to pull the trigger and get it in.
Janicki gets the goal, and it makes it 5-2. So the Comets now can relax a bit because we're back in first place. We're going to share the top spot with Toledo for now. So the puck is dropped at center ice. And now the Heartlanders with the puck. The Comets are going to stay perfect against the Heartlanders this season. Got a couple more matchup with these guys coming up down the stretch. Puck goes down to Nathan Day, and there you go. Comets win it. 5-2 is your final score. We'll take a break and wrap it up. You're listening to Comet Hockey on 96.3 XKE.
When it came to setting them up for a bright future, Indiana Tech did more for these graduates than they ever imagined.
It gave me the background and the confidence to keep aiming higher.
It put me in a position to help others reach their potential.
With over 100 career-focused certificates and degrees in in-demand fields like business, healthcare, cybersecurity, and more. Isn't it time to see what Indiana Tech can do for you? Learn more at online.indianatech.edu.
Registration for the next class session ends April 3rd.
When it comes to care for your heart, choose the team that keeps you in the game. Lutheran Health Network. Our lineup of cardiologists, specialists, and surgeons have one goal: to keep your heart healthy. With advanced diagnostics, treatment for complex heart conditions, and multiple accreditations, we're winning the fight when it comes to beating heart disease. Lutheran Health Network, your team for heart health.
Hey, have you thought about gifts for your clients this year?
I did, but I don't have time to buy and wrap and ship all those gifts.
That's why I love Poptique Popcorn. You can just send them the names of employees or clients you want to thank, and they handle everything. Packaging, putting your logos on, and shipping. It's so easy.
They handle everything?
Exactly. Your team and clients will love it. Delicious gourmet popcorn, beautifully packaged, and ready to impress.
Poptique Popcorn. Whether you're thanking customers for their business, celebrating employee birthdays, or recognizing work anniversaries, Poptique makes it easy. Send them a list, and they'll take care of the thank yous on a monthly basis. Visit PoptiquePopcorn.com to get started.
Hi, this is the Popcorn Colonel from Poptique Popcorn. My daughter started Poptique Popcorn, and I'm carrying on her dream. Stop by either of our 2 locations for free samples, Columbia City and downtown Fort Wayne. It's unique, Poptique Gourmet Popcorn. Check us out at PoptiquePopcorn.com.
Copper Forge Distilling is Fort Wayne's finest destination for premium small batch spirits. From crisp vodka or gin to their award-winning aged rum or peppermint schnapps, every bottle is crafted with passion right here in Indiana. Pick up Copper Forge's vodka or gin at Cap and Cork, or visit Copper Forge's tasting room to grab a bottle or sip a handcrafted cocktail made just for you. Visit CopperForgeDistilling.com for product and tasting room details. American spirits, the American way. Copper Forge Distilling, where every pour is a celebration.
Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey. Goodwill empowers and prepares people for independence through training, personal growth, and work. When you shop in a Goodwill store, you are helping people with barriers to employment find a good job in our community. Goodwill has 8 stores in Northeast Indiana, and you can also shop 24 hours a day on shopgoodwill.com/Fort Wayne. Goodwill Industries serving Northeast Indiana since 1937. Donations are accepted at all Goodwill locations.
The Allen County War Memorial Coliseum is looking for energetic event staff to join